graphic. He's a power puncher. The kid got dynamite in his hands, and he showed his power.
That cleanly, that early. Good stoppage by the referee.
The fighters are ready. The boxing world is ready. Make some noise if you
Golden Boy Fight Night is on the air tonight, back in the Coachella Valley at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino to watch some of Golden Boy's hottest prospects on display. The main event is a 10-round bout in the bantamweight division. Gucci Manny Flores from nearby Coachella taking on Zurdo Leyva from La Paz, Baja California. The co-feature, 6-round fight in the super welterweight division. Manny's cousin Grant Flores, undefeated, takes on Philadelphia fighter Laquan Evans. Also tonight, making his professional debut, and Golden Boy recently signed him, Ruslan Abdullayev, Uzbekistan Olympian, against Jose Alvarado, the veteran, in a 4-round welterweight bout. Then in the heavyweight division, also making his Golden Boy debut, Federico Pacheco Jr., the younger brother of Diego Pacheco, takes on Arnulfo Casares. And to get things started, undefeated Johnny Cañas, Jesus Perez of Sinaloa, Mexico, in a 6-round lightweight bout. Coachella Valley, great time every single time Golden Boy Fight Night shows up. Here, about 2 hours east of downtown Los Angeles, inside the event center, the crowd is ready to go because the main event packs the house. Bethel Duran alongside Gabe Rosado. And Gabe, we were here in 2023 when Manny Flores came in, all the hype, the billboards, the marquee, and he lost against Walter Santibanez, the veteran. And Manny said, I didn't take that fight serious. Since then, he's gone on a streak, 4 straight knockouts. What do you like about the way he's been fighting?
Well, I think that loss was kind of a blessing in disguise because it woke him up and it made him realize what he has to do to take it to the next level. He's on a 4-fight winning streak, all by knockout, and he's looking really good.
Now, his is a fighter in Manny Flores, trained by Joel Antonio Diaz. You know, sometimes you got to get that humble pie. It's better when you get it youngster, like you said, as a blessing in disguise. But he's been coming out with crazy intentions, Gabe.
Yes, and what I like is he's taking his time. He's breaking these guys down, but he's doing it smart. He's using a jab. He's breaking the distance, closing it at the right time, and getting those guys out of there.
Trying to get into the rankings in the bantamweight division. He has a lot of talent. He trains with some great fighters, but he knows that tonight his opponent in Leyva, who's making his U.S. debut, has been asking for an opportunity to fight in the U.S., and he gets the main event. Can't overlook him.
No, absolutely not. He's going to be aggressive. He's in shape. He had a long training camp, so Manny can't take this guy lightly at all.
Nicknamed Zurdo, coming in from La Paz, Baja California. We saw a fight of his a couple of years ago. The dude stands in the middle, and he'll trade. You love that if you're Manny Flores.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But that's the style he needs. I think he needs to close the gap, make it a rough fight for Manny, and Manny just has to stay smart.
And that weigh-in yesterday, Manny Flores said he's locked in. Leyva said he's locked in. For more on the main event, let's go to the third member of our crew, Brandy Flores.
Manny Flores understands that it's important to learn from the past, although he's not trying to dwell on it. Since that loss, 4 straight knockouts, he feels as if maybe after that loss, his career kind of going off the tracks, but now that it's right back on, he and his team are more locked in and focused because Manny told me he has world title aspirations. He sees the division ahead of him. He wants to climb up those rankings, and so I asked him, he's here fighting in his hometown once again, what are you going to do to prove that you can fight on Saturdays in the bigger cards? And he told me that he's just trying to be more aggressive, but not trying to just be a knockout artist. He's trying to also not play with his food either, but he says that if he sees an opportunity, he has to take it because he knows regardless of who he's in front of him, he needs to put on a show.
You'll be hearing Brandy's reports all night long. Let's look at the tail of the tape for our first fight between Johnny Cañas and Jesus Perez. Cañas, 6'1", makes 135 easily, has that reach advantage of 78-71, undefeated 6-0, and he's getting a good test tonight against the veteran Perez. Our ring announcer for tonight, the one and only, always smooth, Joe Martinez.
Live on DAZN from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino here in Indio, California.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and welcome to an exciting night of world-class professional boxing, all brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. Sponsored by BetOnline. All fight odds from tonight are brought to you by BetOnline. Who makes hard? Sip the unexpected. Arizona Hard, Taste Matters, and Riyadh Season. And now fight fans, we're set to go with this live attraction, 6 rounds in the lightweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, from Sinaloa, Mexico, here is Jesus Perez.
Jesus Perez coming in, the veteran that will take on anybody. Perez with a record of 14-9-1. He's lost his last 5 fights, but the fight before that, he got a knockout back in 2022. But he goes the distance. It's always a tough out with him. You got to earn your victory against Perez, who turned pro back in 2011.
And his opponent tonight ready to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner. Here's the undefeated lightweight from Santana, Johnny Cañas.
Oh, coming into a little maná. Me vale. Like, who cares? I don't care. Johnny Cañas. You see Hector Lopez in the blue cap over his shoulder, his trainee. TKO Boxing in Santa Ana, California, where Johnny trains. Also representing SOA Boxing, A. Perez on his side. He has a good team on his side. But his last couple of fights, he's left something to desire. He went the distance his last 3 fights, but they've been giving him good quality veteran opponents, and he gets that again tonight. And he'll say it. I came in a little too confident early on. Now I got to earn my way. All right, Joe, make it.
Once again, fight fans, we're set to go with this bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside: Don DeVergis, Hall of Famer Jack Reese, and Fernando Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Ray Armendariz. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing navy blue, trimmed in white. He weighed in 134 1/2 pounds. Here comes the veteran with 35 professional fights, hailing from Sinaloa, Mexico, Jesus Perez. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black sequins, trimmed in silver. He weighed in also 134 1/2 pounds. In 6 bouts, this young professional stands perfect with 6 victories, no defeats, 2 wins, coming by way of knockout, fighting out of and representing Santa Ana, California. Here is the undefeated Johnny Sugarcane Cañas.
All right, gentlemen. Both belt lines are legal on both sides. I've given you instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Touch them up if you want. Back to your corners. All right, baby. Good to go, Jack. Doc, thank you, sir. Let me see it. Johnny.
As we get ready to go, Johnny Cañas, 6-0, 2 KOs. It's the veteran Jesus Ramon Perez. Cañas with Hector Lopez and Cutman C, Cesar Campos in his corner. Perez has Martin Reyes working his side. We are underway. Golden Boy Fight Night. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be around the world. Golden Boy showcases the young fighters. Now, Johnny Cañas was not supposed to be part of the TV broadcast. He was supposed to be on the undercard, but Caden Griffiths, the 18-year-old that Golden Boy recently signed, his fight fell off. Opponent not cleared last minute. So Johnny gets the opportunity to move up to TV. He said, yeah, all my fights have been on TV before, and then this one wasn't. I just got to take care of business and come out there and put on a show.
Yeah, man, it's a good opportunity for him. You know, I'm fortunate that the fight fell off for Griffith, man, because he's a good fighter, man. I'm a fan of his.
Yeah.
Like watching him fight.
Yeah, Golden Boy recently signed him. As a matter of fact, today they signed him.
Yeah, congrats to him.
Yeah, 18-year-old. He's in the building here. And so Caden, Golden Boy are putting on a show as soon as they can. And Oscar De La Hoya sitting ringside right now watching his young prospects here in Golden Boy Fight Night. We've known Johnny since he turned pro. You know, youngster, you give him a contract early on, they're going to be cocky about it. He was very, very humble. Different attitude yesterday.
No, for sure. Right now, he's throwing some good body shots, being patient. Nice little counter right hand up top.
6'1", makes 135 easy.
Nice left hook to the body by Johnny.
Yeah, and you see Pettis is going to give him the different looks, switching up a lot, trying to confuse him. And Johnny turned pro in 2023 here at this venue. And the prospect had a decision. Then he had a couple of KOs and then 3 straight decisions. Fought 4 times last year. The body work from Cañas in the black. Coming up next is going to be the heavyweight Federico Pacheco Jr. Good right hand from Cañas, straight over the top. Scheduled for 6 rounds. You can start hearing the thudding punches Gabriel's on.
Yeah, Perez felt that shot, man. As soon as he got hit in the liver, he kind of switched over to southpaw. But Johnny's going right back down to the body, being smart. And Johnny's picking smart fights, smart punches. Right hand up top to set up the left hook to the body.
Seven pro fighting very calm tonight. Usually he's like shot out of a cannon going crazy, trying to knock everybody out quick.
You know, Perez is taking some big shots to the body and the head.
The veteran knows how to survive and battle, make it ugly for you. That's what this development series is all about. Giving young kids an opportunity to shine, but at the same time learn something.
Yeah.
Final seconds of the opening round. And Golden Boy Fight Night, a Thursday night in Indio, California. He has a very limited amateur background.
Stop! Time! Time!
As Ria Mendades make sure that that corner is clear. Something was dropped in the corner of Perez. But Johnny Cañas, as he looks right at you,
Time in!
Is limited amateur background, would be at the gym in and out, didn't have the most stable upbringing. And the gym that Hector Lopez runs, TKO Boxing, they have some pros in there, but it's more of a community gym where kind of keeping the kids off the streets, and if they want to come in there and train, cool, but he's not forcing them to be in there. So Johnny be the kid who 1 week is there, then you didn't see him for like a month.
Yeah.
Just typical, kids who are not taking it serious, but that's what it's all about. It's an after-school program kind of thing, and Hector runs that program. And then finally, like, Johnny, if you put things together, you have some talent, some ability. Took us some tournaments, and he got there. Then Johnny disappeared again, was working construction when he was 18 years old, and just not taking boxing serious. And like, Johnny, you really want to be laying brick and working construction, waking up at 5 in the morning, you're 18 years old, you have some talent, let's go. Locked it in, went to some tournaments, turned pro. Alexis Roach is a older brother mentor for him. Lex got on him like, dude, if you actually train, you can be something.
Yeah, but he has to believe in it,
That's what it is.
It seems to be that he has a lot of good people around him that, see his talent. It's just a matter of him putting it together.
As he said yesterday, I finally understand what discipline is. Getting up to run on your own, not when other people are forcing you to run. It's a lonely sport, Gabe.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you know, right now, he's landing good shots. He's picking shots, but
Right hand from Perez got upstairs.
yeah, but he needs to keep the jab busy.
There's a hook from Cañas. Body shot from Cañas in all black. And Cañas has been, as Hector would take him to Robert Garcia's gym to spar some guys like Rayo Valenzuela's guy. Then they take him over to Manny Robles' gym in LA and sparring some of the guys in there. So he's getting great work. It's about transferring it to the pro level. 6'1", 135, dude. That's a different dude right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's very tough for the division.
Yep. Jab. So we have Federico Pacheco Jr. next, then Ruslan Abdullayev, Trent Flores, and Manny Flores in the main event tonight. That overhand right from Perez is landing.
Yeah, Perez, you know, he kind of set that shot up a couple times already, landing clean.
I got you guys. Go ahead.
Perez, veteran of 34 fights. We're gonna make it ugly. Gonna earn it with him. Lorana Ganaway let us know it's the closing seconds of the second round. Look at that. Sergio Pettis, the younger brother of former UFC lightweight champion Anthony Pettis, takes on Sabari Jashankar in the India Professional Boxing League in Hyderabad, Friday, March 7th. See Hector giving instructions, no nonsense, straight to the point. And hey, even in our fighter meetings, Hector was even saying, like, if this kid would be disciplined without the coaches on his own, there. I mean, you've been around growing up in Philly, all over the country you've been. It's the fighter, like you said earlier. The fighter has to want to be a pro.
Absolutely, man. More than anyone, the fighter has to want it.
Heading to the third round. And Cañas did say something that opened my eyes yesterday. He said, I finally realized I don't know it all. Looking like a 22-year-old. See what he does here in the third round. Scheduled for 6.
You know, Perez is doing the right thing right now, just being aggressive, and he's letting that right hand go. Johnny has to stop him with that jab. Just keep that jab working.
This is the second 6-round fight for Cañas. His last one in October of last year. He's right here on Golden Boy Fight Night. He beat Pedro Cruz. Swept the cards, and all, if you look at the copy box numbers, all on the side of Johnny Cañas. You hear Hector yelling, put the combos together.
Yeah.
Body shot. Got him. Or maybe not. Or was it low?
No knockdown.
Yeah,
No
it was a
knockdown.
low blow.
Johnny, go over there. ¿Está bien? Golpe bajo. Fue accidente. Está aquí, quédate.
Low blow is an
Quédate un
accident.
momento, okay? It's accidental. Wasn't your part, but I want you to watch out. Keep him up, okay? All right? Hang on. Stay right here for me. ¿Listo? ¿Listo? ¿Está bien? Okay. No quiero retaliación, okay?
I don't want retaliation.
Box.
Okay, it was on the other side, so and Johnny goes straight back to the body.
Yeah, it's a good body shot.
That was low again. And Ray's like, tell him, keep it up.
You gotta pick him up. Stop. You gotta pick him up. That was really low, okay? You gotta pick him up.
He's hitting Pettis right on the hip.
Vámonos pues. Let's go.
I mean, those were borderlines. Ooh, that was a good hook right there by Johnny. You know, Johnny's landing good shots, but he's loading up. And Perez sees the power coming. And, you know, he's a veteran.
So he knows how to absorb it?
He knows how to absorb it. You know, you got to trick a guy sometimes with speed to land that power shot.
So don't throw everything 100 miles an hour.
Perez sees that everything's a fastball, so he's able to kind of, you know, time it.
You were talking about your favorite, one of your favorite pitchers in the Phillies, Roy Halladay.
Yeah.
And you had to mix it up with
For
there.
sure. Yep, you got to switch it up. And, you know, one thing is just keep the jab busy. You know, Johnny's tall for the weight class. You have to keep that jab busy. Jabbing up top and jabbing to the body. Nice body blows right there.
There's the combinations Hector Lopez looking for. And right.
And, you know, Johnny has the right attitude. You can tell that he wants to hurt Perez. But, you know, it's like in baseball, like they say, don't shoot for the home run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let the bat go.
But it's just enough to slip out of the range.
Yeah.
You're right, like you're saying. He sees the heavy shot coming.
Yeah.
And you had 40 fights, you know what to expect.
Yep, yep.
Johnny 6. Done with 3. All right, let's see the low blow.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was in Sinaloa right there. I got him. Yeah, I was on the opposite side, so the way that bed is crumbled. Reverse angle here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was low.
Yeah, the tassels on Perez's shorts moved real quick.
We're good.
Good job by our replay crew getting that angle right there.
Double jab right hand. I want you to finish at the right hand.
Usa la cintura. Usa la cintura, ¿ok? ¿Ok, papá?
Use your waist.
Toma. Dame el guante.
Back and down. Let's go.
Dame el guante. Vivo, hijo. Team move. Team move.
I got it. Thank you.
So the last 2 fighters that Perez went up against were undefeated. Elias Terraza went the distance with him in August of last year, and then last year in February, he got stopped in the 2nd round. So Perez usually is fighting a guy who is undefeated. We'll see what Johnny does here in the 4th round.
And, you know, Perez knows what he's doing, man. He's a vet. You know, he knows how to absorb punches. He knows how to throw shots right there, and then a good counter shot. So, you know, this is a good matchup for Johnny. He's going to learn a lot from this fight.
Yeah, especially with Johnny, who had a limited amateur background, only 6 pro fights, 22 years old, and now he's getting a bull like Perez, who doesn't care about your background or what you're signed with, and let's just go.
Yeah, Perez is, you know, he's a vet. He's crafty. And, you know, one thing, you know, Johnny, he's landing good shots, but, you know, he's not keeping the jab busy. And he needs to be a little more elusive up top. Another low blow. But that was borderline. That was borderline.
Yeah, Mendoza's like, keep it going.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the groin area. It was like the
but
belt
when
line.
it's been repetitive and over and over.
Oh, yeah, it's hurt. It gets tender down there.
Like one time it was counted with a low blow, but the other times it's been right on the belt, couple on the hip.
Yeah. See right here, there's no head movement from Johnny, so you don't get leverage off your punches. See, he's standing straight up. A lot of the punches are coming from him standing just straight up. So there's no leverage in the punch. It's not bending those knees.
And you don't like that?
Yeah, I like to see him slip shots and then shoot off the slip. Wait for a jab to come. See how he slipped right there, but that was a low blow.
Another one.
Yeah, he might get a point deducted right there.
And Perez crumbled right away. No knockdown.
Johnny, I asked you already several times. I know it's accidental. I know it's accidental, okay? But I'd hate to be in the point system, okay? So let's keep it.
You hear Ray Mendoza. I hate to take it away. It's accidental. That's the difference. So he's saying it's accidental.
Yeah.
Dígame cuándo. ¿Ya? ¿Listo? ¿Listo?
Perez is kind of milking it a little bit.
I mean, he gets the 5 minutes.
Next time,
Yeah.
Not going to be so easy on you, okay? All right, time in.
That's got to be the final warning, right?
Yep. I think Johnny has to get away from that right uppercut to the body.
Yeah. And now Perez is coming at him.
I got you.
You know, Johnny got good skills, man.
Let's go.
He has talent. It's just a matter of him knowing how to put it together. You can't stand straight up all the time. You got to bob and weave and shoot off the bob and weave.
So because he's standing straight up, he's not getting the power that you want.
He's not getting leverage. And since he's standing straight up, is right, you know, Perez kind of picks up the rhythm. Even though shots are landing, he knows they're coming.
It's predictable.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is what young fighters usually are, right?
Yeah. And you know, so when a guy's coming at you and he's walking you down and he's slipping and he's rolling and he fires off of that, you don't see that shot coming. You know, it takes you off guard.
And that's why you've been asking for more of the jabs.
Yeah, yeah.
Final seconds of the fourth round. Johnny Cañas and Jesus Ramon Perez here in Indio, California. Golden Boy Fight Night, our opening bout. Yeah, and Perez just giving a look like, man, I'm tired of you already.
Yeah, right here, you know, Johnny just, yeah, that's a really low blow.
And before that, that's when Perez was like, dude, you hit me and Ray didn't count that one.
Yeah, and I actually thought that one was
that's the one,
borderline, but that one was actually, that was very low.
Yeah, Ray Amendares on the other side.
This one right here is the right uppercut where he slips. But you know, to his defense, Perez leaned on Johnny's back, so it kind of forced the low blow to
And you see
land.
Johnny kind of put up his hands like,
yeah.
What do I do with that one?
Yeah, because he kind of leaned over his back, so, you know, Johnny, the leverage just went low.
A little mark on the left eye. Johnny Cañas from Perez. Fifth round now. Coming up next, the heavyweight Federico Pacheco Jr. Recently signed to Golden Boy. He's going to make his Golden Boy debut. Takes on Arnulfo Casares. Johnny coming out with his hands low.
Yeah, you know, Johnny trying to give him a different look, but he's still standing straight up. You know, I'd like to see Johnny bend those knees, get some more leverage.
You know, the 135-pound division, that's where Oscar made his way, sitting ringside.
And what did Oscar have at that division? A great jab. A great jab, because he was tall for the division, and he dominated guys with that jab.
Let's hear from Brandy Flores.
Yeah, I spoke to Hector Lopez in the corner of Johnny Cañas, and he told me that Johnny's just a little too tentative right now. He's not as aggressive as he wants him to be, and they think that once he starts to move forward and fight more aggressively, that they can get this guy out of there.
Get him out of there. That's going to be a tough test.
Well, you know, to get Perez out of there, you have to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect it to work.
And that was really close on the belt.
See, if I'm Johnny, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set Perez up with a feint, make him bite. When he throws, slip and counter.
Gotcha. Something
different that Perez hasn't seen. So you want to feint, make him bite for it, and then there you go.
I see what you're saying now, Gabe, where Perez sees that heater coming at him.
Yeah, he sees it coming. And even though they're landing, you know, it's the shots you see, you know, they're not going to hurt you. It's the shot you don't see that hurts you.
Watch the elbow on the inside.
And Perez's game, man, he's a crafty dude. He's no slouch. He's a crafty dude. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to fight. He's in good shape.
34 pro fights.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's used to seeing undefeated prospect, whatever. He doesn't care about those guys.
And he's not coming here to, you know, take a L. He's actually trying to win.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's not coming in as an opponent, as a journeyman. He's in the fight.
Limited with his skills, but be in there, mix it up.
For sure. And this is the kind of fights you do want for up-and-coming prospects like Johnny, because he's going to learn a lot from this fight.
Headed to the sixth and final round, our opening bout here at Golden Boy Fight Night. Ring Magazine brings you Eubank Jr. Ben, his highly anticipated fight, even hotter now with the wild press conference tour earlier this week. That goes down April 26th live at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on DAZN. Two different corners, because Hector Lopez is barking instructions at the undefeated fighter, and then the veteran Perez, his corner's like calm, relax.
Don't let it come. You just gotta do it. Don't look for it. Just push him back. Keep your fucking hands up, fucker.
That is a frustrated coach.
I got it.
Sixth and final. Yeah, Hector Lopez, no restraint with him. He will let his fighter know exactly how he feels the fight's going. Whether it's Alexis Rocha or Ronnie Rios back in the day. Right hand. Perez on the top. I mean, Cañas is winning this fight.
Yeah.
But he's having to work for it.
Yeah, for sure. And when you see him bobbing and weaving, he's trying to catch a rhythm, right? But he's so used to punching from standing straight up that he doesn't even punch when he's slipping. He slips, but doesn't throw anything. So he got the idea, he's just not pulling the trigger.
I mean, that right hand from Perez, if it had any kind of power, would have been making some damage earlier.
Well, Perez knows that his head is going to be straight in that line.
It's right there for him.
Yeah, it's right there for him.
So it's like a ball on a tee.
Yeah. It's a bad habit that Johnny has to get rid of.
And how do you get rid of it?
Man, you got a lot of bob and weaving. You know, it's just consistent practice in the gym. Moving your head, moving the waist.
Like when they throw that one drill where they just have the rope under.
Because, you know, punching power comes from obviously it starts from the legs and it generates to the hips. So you need to have rotation off the hips.
Halfway through the sixth and final round. There's a rotation from Johnny Cañas.
Nice counter right there by Johnny.
Stop.
Main event tonight, Gucci, Manny Flores, and Jorge Torres. Should be a good one. And there's Cañas turning his hips, Gabe, just like you were saying. Less than a minute to go in the fight. Johnny's sensing something, starting to step on the gas.
Johnny's been landing that left hook a couple times in this round. And that shot is catching Perez by surprise because the right hand been landing big for Johnny, not the left hook.
Quality round for young Johnny Cañas. These Golden Boy Fight Nights are all about. Young prospects getting opportunity to work. Uppercut from Cañas.
Nice
Good right hand. That one, I saw the hips turn, like you're saying.
Yeah. And he landed that so nice because he landed the right uppercut a few times, which set that right hand up top.
6 good rounds between Johnny Cañas and the veteran Jesus Perez. They go the distance. Hug between the two fighters, respect between them. The undefeated Cañas, the veteran Jesus Perez, who does his job, who makes it ugly and difficult every time. And Cañas just take that breath. Like, I hope I never see that guy again, right? That's the development of a young fighter.
For sure.
All right, the second event of the DAZN Queensberry partnership sees Anthony Cachachi against Lee Wood on the IBO Super Featherweight World Title. May 10th, live on DAZN as part of our 185 plus fight a year. And I think Gabe might be working 178 of them. Hopefully. Did a great job, Gabe Rosado. You'll be busy doing some broadcasts all year long. DAZN has so many good shows coming your way.
Why? Yeah. Well. I think on one I pulled you
All right,
down.
judges have it. Let's hear from Joe Martinez.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we go to the scorecards, and all 3 judges score it 60-54. Your winner by unanimous decision here, still undefeated, Johnny Sugarcane Cunha.
Sweeps the cards. He's now 7-0. Johnny Sugarcane Cañas. No big celebration. Take care of business. Do what you got to do for the first fight of 2025.
Good win, nice learning experience for him.
Yep. And respect Jesus Perez, those veterans that show up every single time. And Perez, another undefeated fighter, he takes the distance. And then you see Team SOA taking the pictures. And let's look at the highlights from this fight. Gabe Rosado came out right away. Cañas Perez, 135-pound division, and Cañas, good charge early.
Yeah, for sure. Landed some good body shots early in the fight. I mean, some of them went low, but, you know, right there, low blow. But let's say the shot right there by Flores going down. So, you know, Johnny took the course, applying pressure, landing good left hooks in that last round. Then the W.
Get the W, move on, get the experience. So our first fight done. 4 more to go for you here at Golden Boy Fight Night. Let's look at the copy box of numbers. On the side of Johnny Cañas, landed 30% of the total punches thrown. Very active, over 400 punches thrown for Cañas. All right, so the fight card. Cañas opens up the show with a decision victory. 4 more to go. The main event, Manny Flores, Jorge Leyva. Golden Boy Fight Night.
Hello people, me again. Fight week on DAZN is non-stop action. Access all areas of the biggest fights. That and so much more, even before the bell rings.
X-Series on the zone, where superstars meet. It's not going to be your usual show, and chaos unfolds. Are you not entertained? Nights like no other, where anything and everything happens. Are you kidding me? Where dreams are built in a heartbeat and shattered in seconds. Defying expectations, where underdogs conquer. That changes everything! And champions are crowned. The Zone is the home of crossover boxing.
Main event fighter Manny Flores showing up. Antonio Diaz over his shoulder. Trainer for him, did a great job. Great fighter in his day as well. 19-1, 15 KOs. Just those two walking in nice and easy. That's the main event coming up later on tonight. Flores here in his hometown of Coachella Valley takes on Jorge Leyva Flores, who's fighting for the first time in the United States. So all this is new for him. He's been putting on a show in Baja California. Now a big opportunity for him here live on DAZN. The main event is going to come later on tonight. All right. Heavyweights coming up next. Federico Pacheco Jr., who's only 21 years old. Just recently signed the Golden Boy. Here's the weigh-in yesterday. Arnulfo Casares. He's 2-4 from Tecate, Mexico. The stare down. I mean, there's a big height difference, big weight difference. As Casares weighed in at 190. Pacheco 271. We'll get into how that happens, because that's our next fight here at Fantasy Springs. The tail of the tape in the heavyweight division. Of course, the huge height and weight difference outside of Pacheco. As Casares weighs 190 pounds, but if you're over 175, you can fight in the heavyweights. Joe Martinez, bring him out.
Set to go with the next fight tonight, 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, he fights out of the blue corner. Please welcome Arnulfo Casares.
Arnulfo Casares, born in LA, lives in Tecate, works in San Diego. He's 21 years old. Did not fight in 2024. He said, I needed to get in better shape. He was fighting at 250 pounds. That's right, he was 5'8", fighting at 250, 255. And I called his last 2 fights around the old Thompson boxing series. This guy is game, tough, and scrappy. When I saw him at the weigh-in game, I was like, well, you look like a guy I used to know. And that's like, it was him. I'm like, dude. He's like, Beto, I'm a heavyweight. You know me, I'll fight heavyweight. This is where I want to be. But yeah, so if you're over 175, you can fight in the heavyweight division.
And you know what's interesting? I just learned that.
Yeah. Believe me, I asked around a couple of times to make sure I got the information right.
Well, you know, it's wild.
Yeah. Joe Martinez, bring him out.
To the ring, please welcome the undefeated heavyweight from Los Angeles. Here is Federico Pacheco Jr.
Federico Pacheco Jr. The younger brother of Diego Pacheco, who fights at 165, but this is a big boy right here. Only 3 amateur fights for Pacheco as a teenager. Got taken to a tournament. He said he was always in the gym as a kid, but never took it serious. He'd go kind of train, but not really. Played a little bit of football. And then as a teenager, they took him to a tournament. 3 amateur fights, was beating people, and was like, all right, let's do it. Turn pro. And Golden Boy recently signed him. Well, let's see what he's all about. And Casares on the flip side, speaking of the amateur experience, was representing Baja California, had almost 100 amateur fights. So this is an interesting fight. I honestly, Gabe, don't know what we're gonna get, because Casares, when I saw him when he weighed 250, was tough in game. I don't know what he's gonna do at 190.
Man, 190 up against a 270.
Once again, fight fans, we're set to go with the next fight tonight. 6 rounds, this scheduled in the heavyweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Don DeVerges, Hall of Famer Jack Reese, and Fernando Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Ray Corona. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing silver trunks, he weighed in officially 190 3/4 pounds. He enters the ring tonight for the 7th time as a young professional from Los Angeles, California. Here is Arnulfo Casares. And across the ring, his opponent in the red corner, wearing orange trimmed in white. He weighed in officially 271 pounds. In 7 professional fights, he stands perfect with 7 victories, including 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Is the heavy-handed, undefeated heavyweight from Los Angeles, California, Federico Pacheco Jr.
Mouthpiece. Good. This is still good right here. This is still good right here. Nothing below. You guys want to touch gloves? Do it now. God bless. Good luck.
I told you, Casares is very comfortable, very confident. He tells him good luck. I think everybody's wishing the dude who weighs 190 good luck. But again, boxing, you never know what you're going to have.
This is like a Cinderella Man movie.
There's Arnulfo Casares, a construction worker by day in San Diego, drives an hour and a half back to Tecate, crosses the border, father of 3 at 21. He's like, I gotta get going. And Pacheco's like, nah, I'm not touching gloves, bro, let's go. This is just crazy, the size difference. As Casares, again, he lost 60 pounds in last year. But Pacheco, and this is what he'll do. when he
Yo, Casares, man.
Yeah. So he fought, you know, Henry Ramirez, our good friend, trainer for Chris Ariella did back in the day. He had 2 guys fight him, and Casares, just like this, would mess around and then get in there, bah, 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 get guys, and he goes the distance with them.
you know, if Casadas can keep this up, this might be a difficult for Pacheco, man, because it's like, how do you tag this guy?
Yeah. I mean, it was like when we had a Renew Bowl and Muggsy Bogues that picture. But
you know, Pacheco just has to walk through him, man. You know, he's 270. Don't allow this guy to kind of, you know, dance around you like this. Just walk right through him.
Again, this was scheduled for 6 rounds. And Casadas, Gabe, what do you think? I'm gonna knock him out.
But Casadas is going to knock himself out by getting dizzy. Yeah. Or that head movement.
And Pacheco's like, we're going to do something here? And Pacheco's swinging for the fences right away.
If I'm Pacheco, I'm aiming for the body because obviously Casadas is going to keep moving that head. And I'm not going to aim for the head right now. I'm going for the body. The body don't move.
Casadas does a little smirk on his face. I mean, and when Casadas was offered the fight, he said, I had no hesitation. I signed the contract right away. Like, did you know the weight, bro? He's like, yeah, no problem.
Pacheco just needs to fire. Yeah. He knew and he didn't care.
He knew it, didn't care. He's like, I know who he is. He has no experience.
And the crazy thing was he thought the fight was at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he pretty much started to eat and put fluids in him just to make 190.
Yeah, he thought it was a light heavyweight. Once he figured out it was heavyweight, he's like, yeah, I'll still take it. I don't care. I saw him last night here at the hotel eating pizza. I'm like, what's up? He's like, yeah, man, no problem.
Right here, Pacheco has to fire away to the body. You got to go to the body. Stop aiming for the head. Go for the body. You know, all the movement that Casadas is doing is going to get him tired. And if Pacheco starts ripping to the body, he's breaking him down even more. So he'll set up the knockout as the rounds go on. But stop headhunting. See,
he's slipping all the punches.
All that missed. Just go to the body.
Pacheco trained by Omar Villanueva. Excellent young trainer. Had him as an amateur. Casadas with the hook. And then you see Omar jumping into the corner.
He's doing all that. Start faking him. Look at, read his time, like his movement. Start timing. You know he's gonna move to your left. Shoot that to the body. Stop him. Make him react to it. Right? And follow it up. Right? You don't have to go too high up.
And there's Diego Pacheco supporting his brother here ringside. Super middleweight contender. Fun fighter. Now living in Washington. See Pacheco standing up. Casadas across the ring, standing up.
Over there.
Federico Pacheco turned pro in 2022. And then he's been fighting around the club shows in Southern California. His last fight was August last year. Got a 5th round stoppage.
Oh man, Casadas
Work out of the guy. Pull your arm out.
Dipping low, swinging that Joe Frazier left foot.
Okay, he's a construction worker, Gabe. 5 in the morning, getting up, 6 in the morning, working. He's a father of 3 by the age of 20. He's like, I gotta fight. Lines a couple upstairs. Again, over 100 amateur fights for Casadas, representing Baja California.
You know, Pacheco's worrying so much about the head that he's forgetting about the body. And once again, man, I'm just gonna keep saying it.
And that's what his corner told him too.
You gotta touch the body.
Casadas, born in LA, then grew up across the border. Lands a shot, turned pro in 2021. And then he was fighting at Big Punch Arena, losing to guys at Big Punch Arena. Usually when you're at Big Punch Arena, you're supposed to win those fights. He was losing at Big Punch against undefeated guys.
Pacheco needs to keep firing that jab. Fire the jab, man.
In his last fight in 2023, Casadas lost a majority decision. That was only 4 rounds.
Man, get out. That sucks out there.
Pushed him down.
Get off his head. No knockdown. That was a push.
And Ray Corona knows Quesada because Ray refereed his last fight.
You shouldn't have fought him, man. Let's go.
Shouldn't have fouled. Ray don't mess around, bro.
That was a push, no knockdown.
Thank you, Ray. You heard that push, no knockdown? Yeah, if you're Federico, just box, right?
Well, no, if you're Federico, yeah, you throw a hammer jab and rip the body and lean on this guy. You're 270, lean on this guy, slow this guy's legs down from moving around and all this head movement. There you go.
You outweigh him by 80 pounds.
Yeah, you outweigh the guy by a lot.
Coming up next will be Ruslan Abdullayev.
Work, guys.
This is Pacheco's first fight with Golden Boy, recently signed. Oscar posted him on his Instagram, said, okay, this is a Mexican-American heavyweight. Chance to build him.
Quesada is feeling those shots right there. See how he slowed down? And that's what Pacheco got to keep doing. Just firing away. Imposing your size on him.
You gotta stop at the belt, gentlemen.
Good combo from Pacheco. As Quesada smirks at him. Tomorrow night, Most Valuable Promotions takes his talents north of the border to Canada. Lucas Body takes on the Philippines' Ryan James Racasa. Live from the Great Canadian Resort in Toronto, Canada. Part of your DAZN subscription. And you were recently in Quebec. You love the Canada winners, don't you, Gabe?
Oh, man. A lot of snow out there. Yeah, you know, right here, Pacheco walking in with that 1-2. Good shot. And this is what you got to do, man. Just impose your size on the guy. Keep letting your hands go. Rip to the body. Don't forget about the body.
Pacheco did not sit down again. That's his style.
And the thing is that Pacheco has to make a statement in the heavyweight division, even though he's starting. But you're fighting a guy that's 190.
Who's trying to get to 175. Pacheco with Omar Villanueva in his corner. Estrita, Edgar Hasso, Courage Zavala. So he's got a good squad on his side. Quesada's going to the body.
Work out there, guys.
Again, I told you guys, he's not scared. He has his own confidence. Everybody's like, that's a really, yeah, man, this guy does not care about who you are, where you're at. And remember we asked him, like, why'd you lose weight? He's like, because I was fat. I was 250. Look at the CompuBox through 2. Pretty close, percentage-wise. But it's Pacheco throwing over 100 punches.
Now get off his head.
Yeah, respect to anybody that gets in the ring. But you're doing this. And a hook from Quesada's moves Pacheco back.
Yeah, they both landed the hook, but the one that backed up was Pacheco.
And Quesada's landing a couple upstairs again. Quesada's, tell you, he felt confident. And Pacheco is having Quesada kind of leaning on him.
Let go of his arm.
I mean, chop the tree down. And there's the combination for Pacheco you've been wanting.
Yeah, Quesada's felt that left hook to the liver.
This is not a spot for Quesada to be in the corner. And Pacheco lets him out of there.
Gotta keep your head up. Gotta keep your head up.
Now Quesada's feeling the shots. As we approach a minute to go in the third. Hooks from Pacheco, upstairs from Pacheco again. Quesada's still game.
Yeah, but those shots right there took a big toll on him.
270 coming at you is power. That's a good body shot from Pacheco.
And Quesada's felt that. And he's firing back. But the size difference is just way too much.
That's what you're talking about, right, Gabe? Go, rip to the body.
Rip. You know what I mean? There's no point in waiting.
Take a step back.
It took for Pacheco to get hit with a shot where that backed him up, where then he kind of had to answer back.
Look from Casares again. Fun third round between Federico Pacheco and Arnulfo Casares. Big dude is Pacheco, 6'5", 270 yesterday.
Yeah, man, Casares, he landed a good hook, but then Pacheco came right back, pressed him on the rope, was digging to the body, hit him with some good uppercuts. And, you know, Casares definitely felt the size advantage in that round.
Federico Pacheco Jr. Fed, as most everybody calls him. All right, now the fourth round, Gabe. What should he be doing?
I mean, go right back to what you was doing in the third round, applying that pressure, going to the body, just ripping. Wow, that was a dangerous attempt right there by Casares.
I mean, that's what he's got to do, though, right?
Yeah. You know, he had the right idea. He missed a big left hook. But, you know, at 190, you know, can he really even hurt Pacheco if that landed?
I mean, when he was 250, he wasn't hitting the guys extremely hard. Think about it, Casares, I kid you not, Gabe, when I met him back in 2023, they gave us the stats before the fight. They had him at 6 foot, 250, right? We were walking that locker room, the old double tree. I'm like, where you at, bro?
Casares, a lot of head movement, and you know, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to set up Pacheco, let Pacheco let his hands go, where then he could, off the roll, rip a big left hook. You know, and he tried it right there, but he's just too short.
Yeah.
Pacheco's what, 6'5"? You know,
and a half.
Yeah, man, he's a tall, big guy. And Casares is missing that left hook by inches.
Casares just in there smirking. I'll tell you, he's like the catfish heavyweight. But you thought you're getting 6 foot, 250, and he shows up 5'8", 190. But he's game. A minute to go in the fourth round. Here's Pacheco. Digging, and he gets countered with a hook by the 5'8" Casares.
Man, Casares is a tough dude, bro.
I don't know if it's
tough dude.
I don't know if I believe 190 or 5'8". I don't know which one. But regardless, this guy didn't go to home, man. He's got heart.
Yeah, you know, Pacheco just got to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, again.
Walking him down.
3 amateur fights for Pacheco. 10 fights total in his career. Let me see, there's very raw, but again, as Henry would tell me, the heavyweights, you can develop them later because they mature later. I mean, Deontay Wilder didn't come to sport until he was in his 20s, right?
Stop talking.
Final seconds of the fourth round. Casares sneaks one in, and he's yapping away.
He said, "You're not gonna knock me out."
Hey, you can't talk in there, man. That's a rule, bro.
Ready to make his pro debut, Uzbekistan's Ruslan Abdullayev. signed a Golden Boy today. 2024 Olympian for Uzbekistan. All the reports are this dude hits hard, and they're giving him the veteran Jose Alvarado next. That's coming up here at Golden Boy Fight Night. Now you see Caden Griffiths in his civilian clothes, was supposed to fight tonight, did not, but he did sign a contract with Golden Boys, so congratulations to the 18-year-old. He'll be fighting soon. Oh, and your old friend Beck is in there too.
Man, that's a good stable right there.
Yeah. All right, we head to the 5th round. Gabe, you said at the end of the 4th round, what did Casares tell him?
He said, you're not going to knock me out.
Well,
so
he's never been stopped.
The win for Casares will be that he went the distance with a 270-pounder.
He's never been stopped, never been dropped. For more on Casares, let's hear from Brandy Flores.
As you guys mentioned, the second that he sat down, he looked at his trainer and he said, don't worry, he's not going to knock me out. And they're just trying to outlast, because that would be a win for them if he makes it all the way to the end.
I mean, he's not backing away. He's not running, trying to survive. This dude's scrapping. Woo. Now that's a good body shot from Pacheco, which is what you've been asking for from the opening bell.
Yeah.
Get off his head, get off his head. Pacheco, South Central Los Angeles. He's living in Seattle with his brother for a couple years. So he wants to get his mom and dad out of that home they live in now, give them a better life.
Let go.
And the heavyweight development takes a while.
You know, Casares, you said he weighed 250 in the past, but, you know, he's definitely not the heavyweight. You know, he was just out of shape.
Yeah, he was an Almondiga, bro.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't even have the frame to be a heavyweight.
He should be like 135 at 5'8", but he's tough as nails. You have 3 kids by 20, and you got to survive and provide for them. You got no support because him and his fiance. We're approaching minutes to go in the 5th round. Main event tonight, Manny Flores, Jorge Leyva. Rip into the body, that's a good one from Pacheco. Upstairs, good combo from Fed.
Casares is just stubborn, bro. He said he's not going out, and he means it. Because he's getting hit with some vicious shots.
Yes, he is. And every now and then he'll sneak in that hook.
But, you know, he's just too small to hurt Pacheco. You know, even if those shots land clean flush, too small to hurt Pacheco.
And we're done with 5. And Casares just gives him a look.
All right, it's the last round. Turn it up a little bit.
Months after a thrilling back-and-forth scrap that left boxing fans wanting more, well, you're going to get it. WBC interim lightweight champion Camarón Cepeda takes on super featherweight champion, the former champ, Tevin Farmer, March 29th in Cancun. That's going to be available worldwide to all subscribers on DAZN, both live and on demand. That'll be a good one in Cancun. Good card, too. Real good card.
Yeah, man, that first fight with Cepeda and Sarva, I called it out there in Saudi. It was a great fight.
Yeah. And here's Pacheco. Ripping. Like you see with Pacheco, again, limited fighting experience, but there's something there that you can work with. He has a good corner on his side. Pacheco's been in camps before. Frank Sanchez, he sparred with him. Remember, he used to be trained by Eddie Reynoso. Zhang, he was in camp with him in New Jersey last year.
You know, but one thing about the heavyweight division is about the knockouts.
Yeah.
You know, and Pacheco has to stop this guy, obviously with the size advantage as well.
The guy who's never been dropped.
I mean, Casadas, he may not be big in size, man, but he got a big heart.
Bro. Again, I don't normally see fighters the night before rubbing on half of a pizza, but that's what Casadas was doing last night.
Yeah,
oh, there's the shot from Pacheco. Casadas wears it.
You know, Casadas made his mind up. He said he's not going anywhere, man. And he's eating some big shots.
I mean, this looks like, you know, when you're watching a football movie, the big offensive lineman, the varsity stud against like the JV guy. Like, remember Rudy?
Yeah.
He was like, that guy who wouldn't go anywhere, he was annoying. That's Casadas.
Whoa.
And Ray Corona's checking it, and Casadas, Ray's telling him, show me something. Casadas against the ropes, trying to survive, still punching his Casadas, and he holds on.
If you're the ref, you gotta let this go.
Again, Ray's refereed his fights before, he knows, and Casadas still throwing punches. Jab from Pacheco. Ray telling him, defend yourself. And Casadas lands one. It might not last much longer, and that is it. It's over, and it's stopped. It was actually the corner of Casadas who told the commission stop it, and Fed Pacheco gets a 6-round stoppage in his Golden Boy debut.
But that's what Pacheco needed. He needed to get the stoppage. He got it. And when Casadas was not cooperating, but Pacheco let his hands go, he did what he had to do to get the knockout.
Okay. And Ray had told him, show me something, but it was the corner of Casadas that threw in the towel. Good, protect the fighter.
They stopped it, but I was stopping it at the same time.
Okay, so Ray Corona telling me the corner stopped it, but I was going to stop it.
Yeah, you know, Casadas was taking a beating, and sometimes you got to protect the fighter from himself. Pacheco was on an onslaught, and Casadas wasn't going down, so they did him a favor and they stopped the fight.
146 of the 6th round.
Thank you. I was stopping it at the same time right before they stopped.
All right, let's look at the action from that round, Gabe. And is this exactly what you want Pacheco to do? Step on the gas.
Yeah, you know, step on the gas, let your hands go. And that was all hard right there by Casadas to stay up by this onslaught. You know what I mean? It's just big, big shots coming from a big guy. And Casadas just wasn't going down, so it was just a matter of time for the ref to jump in, but the corner was the one that actually stopped the fight right here. That big shot right there where it's too much.
Joe Martinez, make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute 46 seconds, round number 6. Referee Ray Corona puts a halt to the fight for your winner. By way of knockout and still undefeated, Federico Pacheco Jr.
All right, so Pacheco gets the victory in his Golden Boy debut, 8-0. He's now got 6 stoppages. And Arnulfo Casadas falls at 2-5. Tough, tough dude. Again, respect anybody who gets in the ring. And then you see the Pacheco brothers. Look at the highlights. Saw Pacheco right away.
Yeah, man, it's like, you can obviously see the size difference right there, but, you know, in the beginning part of the fight, Casadas was kind of bobbing and weaving and giving Pacheco trouble with his movement. And, you know, he was landing some good shots, too, you know, being extremely aggressive in the first half of the fight, but then Pacheco kind of broke him down, started landing jabs right there with the quick 1-2, breaking Casadas down, ripping to the body, and those body shots were doing a lot of damage. Pacheco, you know, just taking his time, breaking Casadas down.
It was a matter of time, and then the 6th round, I think Pacheco did what he was supposed to do. Yeah. Limited background for Pacheco. 3 amateur fights. This is his 11th fight ever. As he walks back to the locker room, you see Chris Escada taking pictures. Golden Boy photographer does an amazing job. Award-winning photographer, there's Chris. Look at the final CompuBox numbers. As Pacheco threw over 400 punches. But he was active.
Yeah.
Zod is more effective, landing 39%. All right, so the fight card so far, Johnny Cañas went 6. Pacheco stops it in the 6th. 3 more fights to go. The main event, Manny Flores, Jorge Leyva.
When the lights shine bright and you've made the lonely walk, the roar of the crowd fades, the cage door locks. It's just you and them, face to face. Fight! But DAZN is always in your corner. Setting the stage for greatness. Elite MMA on DAZN.
Between Farmers and Zepeda. Farmers in a big shot. William Zepeda just throws too many punches.
For your winner by split decision, William Zepeda.
I want to see it again.
This is a beautiful clash of styles.
Cancun, we will be there. The rematch, Zepeda Farmer. They put on a show. Gabe, you were there in Saudi for it. I can't wait to see the rematch.
Oh, it was a great fight, man. You know, 7 surprised a lot of people, came and really brought the fight to Zepeda. It was an even fight, could have went either way.
And Camarón, always action-packed, and he's going to be fighting in Mexico. Back here ringside, Duran, Gabe Rosado with you. And Gabe, you were there in Saudi, and I was like, whoa, that might have still been right?
Yeah.
But then Camarón, the way that he fights, the way that he approaches it, a second fight, and you know all about rematches and what it takes. What are we going to see from Camarón, you think?
Look, Camarón, he needs to make adjustments. You know, the fight was tricky because Tevin was throwing a lot of counter shots, and I think Zepeda needs to box a little bit with Tevin and not get into that exchange just because Tevin is so elusive, and that gave him some trouble.
Now, Camarón, you said box. Usually you don't think boxing with Camarón because the guy just throws punches after punches after punches, and that's why fans love watching Camarón. And here's the fight that you were at, and not many people gave Tevin an opportunity to say, okay, maybe he's going to make it tough.
And even getting a knockdown right there, you know, that was so shocking. You know, Tevin been out for such a while. When he came back, he didn't lose a beat. You know, he looked really good. I think the layoff actually helped him. He looked nice and strong and gave Zepeda a lot of trouble in this fight.
And one thing you can never do is count out a former champion, because Tevin knew everything was against him. Get after it. I love that we're getting the rematch right away.
Yeah, and it says a lot about Zepeda to give him the rematch because the fight was so close. You know, Zepeda could keep on going forward, but he decided to give Tevin the rematch, and that's a big deal.
I remember watching that going, I don't know how this is going to happen. Look at the top lightweights. Tank Davis was in a controversial one last week, and you see the names there. Shakur Stevenson right above Camarón, Andy Cruz, Murataya, Keyshawn Davis, Lomachenko, of course. A lot of fights potentially available in that division, Gabe.
Absolutely.
You see, and then Tank, well, you saw what he did with Lamont Roach last week. It was Roach going up in weight. So you never know what might happen. Also on that card in Cancun, Puerto Rico's champion, minimum weight, El Pupillo, Oscar Collazo. We love that kid because he is, not just because he's Puerto Rican, not because of that game, but because the kid is action and he throws a bunch of punches.
Man, he's his footwork, the angles that he punches off of. And the thing is, to fight at such a low weight class and have power, he has dynamite in his glove. He wins by knockout, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's Golden Boy Miguel Cotto promoting him, taking to Cancun. If you haven't seen Collazo, do not miss that fight because he's so much fun. There's never a moment where you stop about that. And when you see Collazo coming in, you want to have an opportunity to say, okay, this dude is fun to watch. That'll be in Cancun, Camarón, and Farmer 2. Collazo on there. There'll be more fights being announced for that show in Cancun, Mexico at the end of March. All right, coming up next though here, Golden Boy Fight Night, making his professional debut and Golden Boy debut, just recently signed today, Ruslan Abdullayev. And he's only 22 years old. Look at the tail of the tape. It's the reach side is for Alvarado, the veteran, about the same height, same weight as Abdullayev, 22 years old. And I think his muscles have muscles for this one. Joe Martinez, let's bring him out.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the next fight tonight, 4 rounds in the super lightweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, from Puebla, Mexico, Jose Alvarado.
All right, Jose Alvarado, Puebla, Mexico. He's fought 16 times in the last 2 years, and it's usually against a dude who is undefeated, because that's what he does. He'll show up with his gloves and make it difficult for you. For Jose Alvarado, the 37-year-old from Puebla, Mexico, has never been stopped in 23 pro fights, and he's never been dropped in those 23 pro fights.
And his opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the ring. Here is Ruslan Abdullayev.
And Ruslan, Toño Diaz on his side, training here in the Coachella Valley. And there you see MJ, who has been asking for Inoue. He might be getting him later. Mirjan Akhmadaliev is going to be in his corner. He's waiting for the right beat to come out. And here he is making his professional debut. The 22-year-old enjoying the moment. Controversial loss at the Olympics, representing Uzbekistan. Parents are from Kazakhstan, so everybody's claiming him. Had an amateur fight in January. Gold medals at the Asian Games of 2022, 23 World Amateur Championships. Decorated amateur career, over 300 fights as an amateur. And let's see what he does as a pro debut, Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with the next fight tonight. 4 rounds, this in the super lightweight division. This bout is brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with World of Boxing. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Don DeVergis, Jack Race, and Fernando Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge, Cameron Frizzell. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black sequins, he weighed in 143 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he enters the ring for the 24th time as a professional, desde Puebla, Mexico, Jose Alvarado. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing white trunks trimmed in red. He weighed in officially 144 1/2 pounds. Tonight, this Uzbekistani Olympian makes his professional debut from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Here is Ruslan Abdullayev.
Good job.
Trunks are good. Trunks are good. Trunks are good. Gave you instructions in the dressing room. Watch your punches behind the head. Keep your punches up. Listen to my commands. Touch gloves. Back to your corner.
Cameron Frizzell, the third man in the ring as we get ready to go. Scheduled for 4 rounds. Professional debut of Ruslan Abdullayev.
Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece.
So we're ready to go. It is 8:20 a.m. in Uzbekistan. So it's tomorrow. They're watching Friday morning boxing in Uzbekistan because this man has a huge following. Whenever you're an Olympian from Uzbekistan, they follow you hugely. He's been representing the country. From what I was told, he has more of a pro style, even though he had over 300 amateur fights, and he won 286 according to his team. He said, Ruslan, yes, there's similarities to Provodnikov, but more of a boxer. And Provodnikov made his way with Joel Diaz. And immediately Ruslan in white coming out super aggressive. As Alvarado, I think he's like, wait a minute, what is going on here?
Yeah, man, and one thing you notice immediately from Ruslan is this dude is built like a running back.
Yeah, this dude is ripped.
Yeah. Big legs, too.
Yeah. Golden Boy said in the press release today that Ruslan Abdullayev signed with Golden Boy. Oscar sitting right there, ringside, front row, watching his new signee. As Abdullayev and his team said they had different offers, trying to see where they were going to go, and they felt most comfortable with Golden Boy because they have the fights here, and he trains in the Coachella Valley with the Diaz brothers, who also train a lot of his countrymen.
Stop!
Nice body shot right there by Ruslan. You know, Ruslan's taking his time picking the shots because, you know, Jose is kind of moving around and throwing some wild punches, so Ruslan's just being smart behind that jab, waiting for the perfect time.
So if you look at the record, it's ugly for
Jose.
Alvarado. 3-19-1, but again, the thing is, never been dropped, never been stopped, always goes the distance, and is always fighting against undefeated fighters, and it's difficult. Makes him look different, so his team was asking for a guy with experience, somebody that'll give them that professional resistance.
Well, I don't know if Jose's going to make the distance in this fight because Ruslan is sitting on some big shots, and I think it's just a matter of time for him to break him down with the body shots he's landing right there to the ropes.
Well,
good shots to the ribs.
That's what the team wanted. That's why when they saw Alvarado's record, like, oh, never been dropped, never been stopped, we want to be the first.
Stop! The hole.
And Alvarado knows 4 rounds. He knows how to survive.
Listen for the bounce.
Wow, big swing and miss from Ruslan. First round professional is done. Little mustard for you here, Golden Boy Fight Night. And there's that corner. Antonio Diaz is there, but also Ahmad Daliev is in instruction.
Punches are going too high. Bring low, punches lower. Jab, jab, boom, hey, jab, jab here. Hey, jab, jab, body, veggies, come on.
All right, there's so many different languages going on, but at the end of the day, it's the boxing is just showing what you're doing, right? Jab, jab, body, I think is universal.
Yeah, he was asking Ruslan to throw his shots, aim lower, stop throwing the shots so high, aim towards his chest.
So,
That's what I understood.
Yeah, so Tonio in English is telling Akhmadaliev, who's translating into Uzbek, but Abdullayev is also ethnic Kazakh, and he comes from the Kulan Kipchaks clan, so it's a different kind of dialect. So Merjan, MJ, knows how to speak his dialect, so it's just a lot of languages, but at the end of the day, jab, jab, body.
You know, Ruslan's doing a good job right here, creating angles, throwing shots to the body.
Yes, if you want to go to the body, and for more on the corner of Ruslan, let's hear from Brandy Flores.
Yeah, Ruslan at 22 years old represents the next generation of great Uzbekistan fighters, and during his amateur career, he developed really close relationships with the older fighters, like Bek the Bully, who you see in his corner this evening. And Ruslan said they took him under their wing and supported him in more ways than one. Now, Ruslan looks to make them proud and shine here in his pro debut.
Yeah, so Bek walked out with him. Also, you have Shakram Giasov and Ismail Madrimov supporting him. And then you're in the ring, though. It's good that's, I mean, we're a long way away from Uzbekistan.
Nice counter shot right there by Ruslan.
I like his style game.
Yeah, you know, I like his, he's picking his shots wisely, going upstairs, going to the body at the right time, slipping, countering, doing a little bit of everything. Nice body shot. You know, and Jose's taking some vicious body blows. I don't know how he's still standing to these shots. And what I like is Ruslan, he closes the gap, but he doesn't fall all the way in where then he gives Jose an opportunity to clinch him. He knows when to pull out at the right time.
The development of a young fighter.
Man, Jose's tough because he's taking clean shots. Upstairs, downstairs, everywhere.
Remember, his nickname is Loco. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, I had an uncle I never met, but everybody said he was a boxer and he was local, so I just took the nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the body shot. He spit out the mouthpiece, and for the first time in his career, Valenzuela Alvarado goes down, and I don't know if he's going to get up right at 9. I don't know. And it's over. A second round stoppage in his professional debut. Ruslan Abdullayev. Oh, looking impressive for Golden Boy. Shalitan, everybody in Uzbekistan, because Ruslan coming in with the stoppage. And Alvarado, 2:33 of the second round. Gabe, it was right in front of us. He spit that mouthpiece out right away.
It was a nasty left hook to the liver. And what made the shot so vicious was that Jose was throwing a right hand. Ruslan slipped it and caught him right there. He didn't see the shot coming. Debilitating shot.
Goes back to the corner, Gabe. Like, yeah, whatever. Oh, there's a smile. Wow.
Yeah, you know, I like what I saw about Ruslan, man. He picks his shots.
Look, MJ's still giving instructions. MJ, the fight's over. And Alvarado, disappointed in his face, stopped for the first time. Here's that replay, Gabe.
Yeah, right here, you see that Alvarado throws that right hand. Ruslan slips. Left hook to the body, and that's a wrap. And when you see the mouthpiece spit out after you get hit with a body shot, that's not a good thing.
He stood up and then hunched over again. Oh, my goodness, Gabe.
Yeah.
Look at that facial reaction.
And you know, that's like all the air is out of you. It's a hard shot to recover from. And the thing is that, you know, when you get hit with a blow like that, it stays with you.
That's going to stay for a while.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Joe, make it official.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Referee Cameron Frizzell puts a halt to the fight for your winner by way of knockout tonight in his professional debut, Ruslan Abdullayev.
I mean, little biceps game.
Oh, he's a solid dude, man. Like I said, he's built like a running back.
Saquon would love him on his side. You see the team picture? So there's Joel and Antonio Diaz. Now they got 2 more fighters, Grant Flores and Manny Flores to come. And there's the team pick in the picture. MJ in blue, Beck the Bully. So congratulations to Ruslan. CompuBox numbers. Over 100 punches thrown by Abdullayev. And 31% landed. Fight card. So Johnny Cañas went the distance. Pacheco got a 6-round stoppage. And we had a 2nd round stoppage for Ruslan. Still to come, the co-main and main event. The Flores cousins are fighting. All right, just announced on DAZN, part of our 185 plus fight nights a year. Times Square in New York. Oh my goodness. Heck, the press conference alone got me going. Ryan Garcia against Rolly. Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and Teofimo Arnold Barboza Jr. That's May 2nd. May 23rd, Terry Harper takes on Natalie Zimmerman in the UK. May 24th, Josh Taylor goes head-to-head with Echo Esserman in Glasgow. Now let's take a look at more from Tuesday's press conference in Times Square.
New York City, it's Times Square.
You want a wolf and talking like you're big and bad, bro, fighting an injured Loma, injured Taylor, bro, like.
But I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch.
I'm still the best version of Jose Ramirez, the bigger bull.
At the end of the day, I fought somebody on PEDs. The world wants to see what Devin Haney's going to show up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to be great. You know, I've always wanted to fight the best fighters in the sport.
Well, one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
You guys are so boring. You guys are talking so
Shut the fuck up, yeah, because that's how we keeping it.
Your Excellency, I am your champion.
Bro, we don't give a fuck, bro.
So, this fight card, look again. Thank you, Turkey, for making boxing great again. Boxing is back, but let's keep it this way and make the big fights happen.
Oh, back here ringside, Bethel Durang, Gabe Rosado. Look, you get Ryan in a press conference, you're going to say something. You get Teo in a press conference, and they're not even fighting each other, but it's going to be out of control. Times Square, 3 fights, free. I mean, that's crazy what's going on in that one. And then see Ryan Garcia back. That's going to be a good one right there for him against his opponents.
Oh, yeah, him and Rolly. It's going to be a knockout, you know, because Rolly packs a punch, too. Yeah. I think Ryan is just a different fighter, a little more special, but it's entertainment.
And that one is going to be different because Ryan Garcia going back with Eddie Reynoso, and he and Rolly's have had history since the amateur days, so that's going to be a personal one. And then Taylor's just going to yell at everybody.
Yeah, man. Teal's going crazy, man, but he got to worry about Barbosa.
Yes, he does.
Barbosa is on a roll, getting big wins back-to-back, and Teal's been inactive. So, I don't know, man.
Barbosa going to across the pond, beat Catterall. He's very active, signs the card again. And then Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, that's a heck of a fight.
Let me tell you something. That's a dangerous fight for Haney to come back from.
All right.
Ramirez, even though he lost to Barbosa, it's still dangerous, man. Ramirez has a punch, and he's fresh.
Haney going up. Ramirez is like, wait a minute, I used to be a champ too, bro. Like, don't count me out. Now, Ramirez isn't going to be the one whooping. It's going to be everybody else. But that could be a fight where, like, oh, man, because we don't know what Haney is after the Ryan fight.
Absolutely. You know, that fight, guys really don't come back the same. And then you don't want to test yourself against a guy like Ramirez, so it's a hard task for Haney.
All right, so it was a great job by DAZN and everybody involved doing this press conference this week. But there you see them. They go to Times Square, where everybody's taking that tourist picture, but a face-off in Times Square, behind there?
It don't get no better than New York City.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, it's one thing to fight in New York City, but game. Times Square, that's supposed to be the ball drop where everybody's doing crazy, right? That's where it's going to be right there.
That's epic right there, man. That's huge. It's such a great card, and for it to be free, incredible.
Yeah, any details? I don't know. We don't know the details. Oscar keeps talking about the details will be coming out. Turkey keeps saying the details are coming out. It's going to be out of control what they're doing. I love it, though. You go into different places, different venues, different locations. Like, wait a minute. I mean, we've seen the fights in Times Square, but they weren't sanctioned.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's look at the ring ratings for the top junior lightweights. Let's see what the Ring Magazine has. All right, Teo Barbosa are highlighted, but then you also have Haney on there. And then Richardson Hitchens went to the press conference. He was yelling at people. Yeah. But the top junior welterweights, Barbosa Jr. keeps climbing after beating Jack Catterall. What's Teo got left?
You know what? We'll see. My thing is that I'm interested in seeing how does he come back from being laid off for such a while. A guy like Teo needs rhythm, and you got Barbosa back-to-back against top guys, Ramirez and Catterall, looking great.
Yeah, usually after a fight, you take a little vacation, you relax. Barbosa came back with the belt and signed a contract and then went on a press tour.
I love the activity.
Yeah.
Activity is key, it's clutch. And the fact that he's so active against world-class guys and he's beating them. He beat Catterall in his backyard.
Absolutely, and that wasn't one where it was like, oh man, it was a no. He got that fight. And then there's going to be another press conference on Monday in Los Angeles for the fight at Times Square. But I love Barbosa's attitude because when he fought Ramirez, he wasn't the favorite. Catterall wasn't the favorite. B-side coming in, and he said he signed with Golden Boy for these opportunities. Now he has the interim belt, and he is riding on cloud 9 right
For sure, and right now it's the same. He's not the favorite, but he's used to this situation. So I like what I see with Barbosa. I think he's hot right now, so it's trouble for Teo. He better be on his A game.
All right, so 3 fights. It's going to be Cinco de Mayo weekend in New York City. Fatal Fury. That's it. There's no other undercards. There's no other stuff. Don't try to get on it. It's 3 fights, May 2nd, Times Square. Teofimo Lopez, Arnold Barbosa Jr., Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez, and then Ryan Garcia coming back into the ring against Rolly Romero. All right, so that's May 2nd. There's a lot of fight going on. But tonight, we still got 2 more fights to go. Our co-main is Grant Flores. Coachella Valley is all about fighters coming up the hard way. We've seen Timothy Bradley became a champion out of the Coachella Valley, Cat City to be specific. He became a champion, but Joel Antonio Diaz and his brother Julio Diaz have raised a generation. When they were fighters, they were going all over the world to fight. But now as trainers, they're developing young fighters to give these young men opportunities to shine and represent the Coachella Valley. Coachella Valley is about 2 hours east of downtown Los Angeles, the headquarters for Golden Boy Promotions. It's about 45 square miles. It's really hot, and you got to fight your way out of the valley. Joel Diaz, Julio Diaz, Antonio Diaz have all done that, left their mark in the sport of boxing. Now it's up to the youngsters, Grant Flores, Caden Griffiths, and Gucci Manny Flores to follow their lead. Joel, I'm going to start with you. When you guys were growing up, were there any pro fighters in the Coachella Valley where you said, I want to be like him? Was there an example of somebody like that?
Yes, sir. When I started coming to the Coachella Boxing Club, Pancho Segura, I think he paved the path for me and a lot of fighters here in the Coachella Valley.
You see these things, but do you realize at the time in the 90s that you're knocking down barriers, that you're setting up the next generation? Did you realize that?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah, because even back then we had a lot of youngsters behind us and who went to see us in the ring. They were like idolized, like, oh, it's a big thing, they made it. You know, so at that stage of our lives, we did feel like we made it, because I made it on HBO, pay-per-view. So, and everybody just tries to follow you, set the bar high.
You have that experience.
Yeah.
Did you know what you were getting yourself into when you met the Diaz brothers?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, my parents, they grew up together as well when they were younger. So
we had that history before us. And then when we came into the gym, I was open arms, man. These guys are like my second parents, you know, they're second parents from home. This is my other home, you know what I mean? Like, just having them in my corner, future old school fighters, you know what I mean? Actual people that actually fought before, that is just a blessing.
And it's a family affair because your cousin is now following. It seems like it's Toño, Joel, and Julio, same kind of thing with now you, Grant Flores. What was it like when you walked in for the first time?
We walked into the gym together and we started this together. And we hope to end it together. But when we walked into that gym, I'm not gonna say I immediately fell in love with it, fell in the process. I mean, from the first day, Toño, I was like, it was tough on me, and it's always been like that. And it's always been like that since the amateurs and until now. I mean, you need that toughness. You're either gonna make or break, and well, so far we're trying to make it.
Kaden, for you walk into the gym, you're from the Coachella Valley as well. There's something that's different about a Coachella fighter. I've known you a couple years. What is it about a Coachella fighter that makes you guys different? Because you've traveled all over the world representing big time tournaments. What's it make you feel?
We dig deep. I mean, you know, a lot of fighters fold under pressure. You know, they get under the spotlight or, you know, they face adversity and they fold. And I think one thing that really makes us different as a team is we never fold under pressure. We rise to the occasion, and that's what makes a fighter.
Coachella is not that big compared to some of the other cities. Right. And whenever you say the name Coachella, it's, especially at Fantasy Springs, it gets loud in there. And all three of you have a lot of pride representing the Valley, right? You might be Thermal, you might be Becca, you might be Cat City, India, whatever it is, but Coachella, why is it important for you?
It's important to us because, you know, just our coaches, man. I mean, their fans are fans of us just because of them, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just a big responsibility, big shoes to fill, you know, and we're here trying to fill them.
How old are you? 20. You hear these stories from these veterans that have been around, your coaches, your friends, your mentors that are around there. You know, they went to the top. They didn't get the big belt. They didn't get the belt that, like, wow, this is the one that's gonna make me something. How much of a motivation do you have because you know that you can bring it to the Valley and win?
Well, I know Coach has been in the position before. I mean, he's had the opportunity of having that big belt when he trained a champion to become a champion, Timothy Bradley. So I know they got the taste of it. And
but one thing as a fighter.
As a fighter, yeah, as a fighter it's different. Since I know that they got that experience, I got a great support system here, and I got a great team with me. So I know we could take over the world and those belts with it.
I always say that representation matters. That if you don't have an example ahead of you to show you what's possible, you don't know it exists. You've seen this because as a kid, they've taken you to big time tournaments. You've gone across the pond. You've gone to the eastern side of the world. To know that you can help put Coachella Valley on a bigger scale, how does that make you feel?
It's amazing. I mean, you know, I've seen everything. You know, I've seen every style, every example of a fighter. I've seen it. And you know, with my team behind me, they've seen it too. So I mean, we go into it with the knowledge that, you know, we've been here before. They've trained other world champions, not just Timothy Bradley, but Muradjan Akhmadaliev, Israel Madrimov, fighters like that. I mean, those are big names in boxing right now. So to be able to take that knowledge from not just their generation, but this generation and bring it to the next generation, I think it's what makes us a strong team.
That was really fun to sit down with them and hear what they had to say about representing the Valley. The full interview is available on the Golden Boy YouTube page. So many cool stories from the Diaz brothers and what they're doing here in the Valley. Time for the co-feature. Grant Flores and Laquan Evans, same height, same reach, same weight, but the 12-year difference. And undefeated Grant Flores put his record on the line against Laquan Evans. Let's hear it from Joe Martinez.
And now, fight fans, we're set to go with our co-main event this evening. 6 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, from Philadelphia, here is Laquan Evans.
Laquan Evans. Laquan Evans, always a tough dude. Coming in from Philadelphia, 5-3, 2 KOs. West Philly, I gotta make sure I get the West Philly representation right, Gabe. Can't just say Philly. You got to say what's up.
Schuler's Gym. Top Philly gym.
It's a good gym right
Done
there.
a couple camps there back in the day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Evans enjoying the walk. I'm pretty sure he's a Fly Eagles fly. Got to be, right?
Oh, yeah, Bird Gang.
Even if he ain't, we're going to make sure he
You don't see the Kelly Green in the corner?
Oh, the team does have it. Oh, there it is. The team's got the Eagles green, of course. What am I thinking? Super Bowl champs.
And ready to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the red corner, here is Coachella's own Grant Flores!
42 days ago, we saw Grant Flores in the ring. Second round stoppage of Costa Rican Lobo Ramirez. Coachella's own, Thermal to be exact, the 21-year-old Grant Flores. Born October of 2004, has been a pro for 2 years. Turned pro February of 23. 22 professional rounds for Grant Flores. Trained by Joel and Antonio Diaz. Grant Flores Sr. also in his corner.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this co-main event tonight scheduled for 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. It is brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, and it is in association with World of Boxing. The 3 judges scoring at ringside, Don DeVergis, Jack Reese, and Fernando Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action, Ray Armendariz. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with gold. He weighed in officially 154 pounds. In 8 professional fights, his record stands at 5 victories, 3 defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout, hailing from and fighting out of Philadelphia, PA. Here is Laquan Q. Evans. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing solid purple trunks. He too weighed in 154 pounds. In 8 fights, this young professional is perfect in the ring. 8 victories, no defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando el vaquero invicto desde Coachella, California. Here is Grant Flores!
Ready? Come on up. Chief second. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to give the entire belt line on both sides. I've given you instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish. Touch them up if you want. Back to your corners.
Ray Armendariz, the 3rd man in the ring. Fernando Villarreal, Don DeVergis, and Jack Reese. Your judges, recently retired referee Jack Reese now judging. There he is, 8-0, 6 KOs, Grant Flores, Laquan Evans. Q, as they call him, 5-3, 2 KOs. Our co-feature for Grant Flores in the purple. 2 fighters. And when you're a young fighter like Grant Flores, they're going to bring you along in your backyard. Gold Boy does a good job. Grant sells tickets here in the Coachella Valley. His 8th appearance at Fantasy Springs and his 9 pro fights. His other one was at the Commerce Casino. So Golden Boy Fight Night's all about developing the young fighters. As he said, eventually I want to get out of here and move on to the bigger shows, bigger stages. But they're developing nicely. Now he's the co-feature. He used to be the first one of the night. Now here he is. Eventually he'll be that main event the way that he's going. See, he's got to get through Laquan Evans tonight.
Yeah, and Grant starting off with a nice jab. You know, nice head movement, keeping his hands up, staying sharp.
Yeah. And Q Evans, again, tough dude from Philly. His background is a truck driver. Was in the amateur side. He's like, I didn't have the support, or I could have been somebody in the amateurs and grown up in different styles. And he mentioned all the guys that he came up with out of the Philly scene, the guys that you know.
Yeah.
Stop.
You know, and Evans is throwing some good shots back, but you know, I like what I see by Flores reacting to these shots, slipping, rolling, you know what I mean, and countering back, looking nice and sharp. You know, one thing he told us is that, you know, sometimes he lets his emotions get to him and he gets overly aggressive. You know, right now I see him being nice and patient and just kicking his jab nicely.
Golden Boy matchmaking doing a good job giving quality opponents. Flores, who in that Diaz training camp is sparring the champs that they have in there. Shakran Giazza, Israel Madrimov. And he lands a nice left hook to Flores in purple.
Yeah, that was a beautiful combination that he threw. It was a right hook to the body and he cleaned it up with a hook. Nice shot by Flores. Nice jab too, doubling it up.
20-year-old Grant Flores, who didn't have the big standout amateur career because he was 14, 15 years old sparring those pros that Joel has. So he developed more of a pro style instead of that amateur style. And we just said, forget it, we're gonna stop going to these tournaments. We're gonna get you a pro when you're 18, and that's what they did. You can see the nice development.
Yeah, there goes the reaction, man. Rolling, not allowing Evans to catch a rhythm. You know, Evans is letting his hands go, but he's not landing anything because Flores sees it coming. And he's keeping that jab busy. Nice jab, nice right hand to the body right there by Flores.
You see Joel Diaz. Oscar Ignacio also in the corner for the Evans. William Morris Gary and Gary Brain. Look at that corner.
Trying to get hit.
There's that Eagle shirt for you, Gabe. Representing Philly. Grant bless himself one more time. 6 rounds.
Let's go, guys.
Flores was at Riyadh season last year, and then afterwards they took him to Uzbekistan, where he was training with the Uzbek professionals out there, and also those amateurs that go to those world tournaments, the grown men that they got. And he was there for a couple of weeks. Came back, like, I learned how to become more responsible because everything's by yourself. I didn't know the language, I didn't know the culture, I didn't know anything. I had to come up and grow up quickly. He's always been very mature when we talk to him, Gabe, but you can sense there's something about him, calmness.
No, for sure, you know, and I like what I see. You know, you see the growth, you see it with the movement, with the defense, with the counters. Oh, what a great body shot. Evans didn't see that coming, and he definitely fucked it. You know, Flores is fighting like a technician, landing big shots.
Yes,
good right hand, nice left hook to the body.
Evans in the corner. Evans in trouble upstairs, going Flores. And Q gets out of that corner for briefly, and he's in the other corner now, in trouble. Getting tagged upstairs. Flores attacking. Flores on pursuit. Referee really close to stopping this. One more big shot, and it's over. A second round stoppage for Grant Flores. Woo-wee.
That was a statement right there.
The third time in his career that Flores gets a second round stoppage. He's now 9-0, 7 KOs. 118 of the second round.
You know, Beto, he was throwing the perfect shots, the right punches, right hand, body, right uppercut. Just putting it all together. That's a finisher right there.
So Grant Flores was telling me, Gabe, that he stays home. He stays away from the friends in camp, and that he's up at night. He's like, well, I don't want to play video games, not really. I was like, he's like, what do you think? He's like, I know I should read. So my son Mateo, who's in college, I've always gave him books to read. And he's like, well, what kind of book do you recommend? I'm like, Tim Grover, the man who used to train Michael Jordan. Be Relentless. And in there, that book is about being a cleaner. Basically, you come in, Jordan style, and you clean out everything.
That's what he did.
When I saw Grant today, he just looked at me, he's like, Beto, relentless, cleaner. And he points at himself, Gabe, this dude cleaned the shop right now.
Oh, absolutely, man. And you can see the focus that he has, the way he looks at his opponent. Right here, just breaking down Evans. Big right hand, you know, just putting the punches together right. You know, not loading up, just picking the right shots. And the referee didn't have a choice but to stop the fight.
Woo. There's also another book I might give him. It's called Chop Wood, Carry Water, because this dude is doing it right now. And Evans is a tough guy.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
That nose got busted, and when the head snapped back like that, the knees were buckling. Good stop by Ray Armendariz. That's a vicious 20-year-old right there.
Oh, for sure. You know, and the thing is, for him only being 20 years old and showing so much maturity and growing and developing the way he is, man, he's on his way.
That pose right there, that's a vicious killer.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. He reminds me of Fernando Vargas. You know, that young killer attitude.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute 18 seconds. Round number 2. Referee Ray Armendariz puts a halt to the fight for your winner. By way of knockout here, still undefeated, Grant Flores.
Coming into this fight, Grant Flores was averaging 2.8 rounds. Tonight, he's keeping that average going with a stoppage 118 of the second.
You know what I love about it? He don't play with his food.
Bro,
he ain't going in there trying to get some rounds in. He's going to get you out of there ASAP.
Well, he fought 42 days ago, and Golden Boy is going to be really busy this year. Yeah. I think this kid might have graduated out of fight night.
Oh, for sure. Because I don't like to hear from fighters saying, you know, I want to get some rounds in. No, you do that in sparring. When it's fight time, you don't play with your food. You get them out of there, and that's what Grant did.
Well, when you're sparring champions, and you're doing it this way, and he's working it right now, and Gabe Rosado standing up, an ovation for him. Let's look at the CompuBox, who had to work quickly, because that's what Grant Flores does. Get the final numbers for it. 55% of his power punches landed, Gabe, in a round and a half.
Yeah.
Dude.
Honestly, I think it was higher.
It might have been.
I feel like everything was landed.
Dennis Allen and the crew at CompuBox had to work quick, because Grant Flores, the 20-year-old, as my son just texted me, yo, he's gotten better.
Yeah.
Every fight.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You open up eyes and you make people want to see more of you. Again, like you said, Gabe, he didn't play with his food. He makes you want more.
For sure.
Oof. And he did it in front of the boss, the Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya, right there ringside. Boy. All right, here's the fight card. So Cañas got the decision. Then we had stoppage, stoppage, stoppage. What are we going to get in the main event between Manny Flores and Jorge Leyva? That's still to come in our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night. Thursday night in Indio, California. It's heating up. And it's going to keep on heating up on DAZN because big fights coming up. KSI Dylan Dennis looking to settle the red-hot rivalry March 29th. April 5th, Queensberry's debut card on DAZN features the heavyweights Joe Joyce plus Okoli will make his second appearance in the heavyweight division. Then Boots Ennis takes on Stanionis April 12th, Atlantic City in a welterweight unification showdown. And this rivalry right here, oh my goodness, Chris Eubank Jr. fresh off of smacking Conor Benn in the face with an egg. I mean, eggs are expensive right now. What are you doing? We'll look to settle their feud April 26th live on DAZN pay-per-view. And while you're there, see our stacked upcoming schedule. Look at this. Look what's going on. You got to click on it. You're going to get all kinds of fights. We list all the exciting fights that will be streaming live on DAZN, plus all the latest news on the Ariel and Ade podcast.
Hey everyone, I'm Ariel.
And I'm Ade.
Introducing the Ariel and Ade Boxing Show. All the headlines and hard-hitting debate from the world of boxing.
And we've got special guests every single week.
So if you love boxing, you'll love this program.
Every Tuesday, live on DAZN.
What a battle between Farmer and Zepeda.
Farmer needed a big shot.
William Zepeda just throws too many punches.
For your winner by split decision, William Zepeda.
I want to see it again.
This is a beautiful clash of styles.
March 29th. That's going to be Zepeda and Farmer. And that'll be a good one in Cancun, Mexico, the rematch. So that'll be, anytime Camaron's in the fight, you know there's going to be a bunch of punches being thrown. And that's months after their thrilling fight that they had in Saudi Arabia, back here ringside. That's the Duran against with Gabe Rosado. Are you still retired?
Yeah, man.
But you're doing a great job as a broadcaster. So you've been watching these young fighters coming up. This is why I love working with you, Gabe, on the Golden Boy Fight Night series. It's about these young kids that are coming through, because when you started your career, remember you tell me, like, some fights I didn't get paid, but it's all about the experience and the exposure. What we just saw right now from Grant Flores, that's how you open up eyes in the business.
For sure. So far, we haven't seen Manny yet, but so far, Grant, for me, is the fight of the night. Just to see the development, the improvement, beautiful, beautiful performance.
And that was the take on against Laquan Evans from Philadelphia, who was a tough dude. So that's we've had so far. Our main event still to come, and it's Manny Flores against Leyva. That'll be a good one, because Manny Flores is the main event fighter. His last 4 fights have gone short.
Yeah.
He's been knocking people out after we saw him lose in 2023. When a fighter loses, that's such a young prospect, everybody's on him. As he said, my head was a little inflated.
Yeah.
You got to come back to the drawing board, and then you got to win again, don't you?
No, for sure. You know, he said that at the time of the loss, he was worrying about tickets and getting ticket money and things that, honestly, a fighter has no business thinking about. You know, so, you know, that was a humbling experience for him, and he definitely turned it around, 4-win winning streak, all by knockout.
Yeah, and his last fight only went 1 round, but it's one thing to lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's going to take their L. I mean, you know this, Gabe, but if you entertain when you come back, you open up the eyes of not just your promoter, but of fans, because we all hated this, like, oh, nobody wants to lose their O anymore, this and that. Put on a show right now. That's what you got to do on Golden Boy Fight Night.
Yeah, and the thing is that his comebacks, you see improvement, patience, everything off the jab, fighting from the outside, breaking your opponent down. A little bit what we saw from Grant right now. You know, they're cousins, so these guys train together, and you see the development and the improvement major.
All right, so they tell me we're ready when you are. What are we ready for? We're ready for a show. We are ready for entertainment. And you know what we're ready for? Oscar De La Hoya.
A lot going on with Golden Boy. Who better to speak about it with than the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, William Zepeda and Farmer going at it again in Cancun. The first time this one was a split decision win for Zepeda. What do you want to see from him, and how excited are you for them to run it back?
I thought the first fight was terrific. Latin Nights in Riyadh was incredible, the whole card from top to bottom. William Zepeda, we're getting him ready, you know, to fight the unifications, the world titles, you know, and Tevin Farmer's a fighter who is tricky, who's a gatekeeper, who will test you, who will take you to the limits, and that's exactly what he did against Zepeda in Riyadh, and so it calls for a rematch. I thought that his style, Farmer's style with Zepeda, was a perfect fight. It's going to be a great fight again, but I'm looking for William Zepeda to step it up and possibly knock out Tevin Farmer. But it's not easy. Tevin Farmer he's a mechanic up there in the ring. He's a fighter who knows how to figure you out. He's a fighter that doesn't give up. So I'm looking for this fight, this rematch, to be one of those wars, one of those fights of the years.
And a fighter who's in your stable, possibly one of the best to come out of Puerto Rico, is Oscar Collazo, who's defending his belt on that card. What excites you most about him and his trajectory of his career right now? I
believe Oscar Collazo is one of the most beautiful boxers in the game today. If you look at his style, yes, he's 105 pounds, 108. If you look at his style, he fights like a giant. He fights like a monster. Inside that ring, nobody beats him. His footwork, his side-to-side movements, his hunger, his desire, his dedication. So we're moving him fast. I want to fight him 4, 5, 6 times this year, whatever we can do. But Oscar Collazo is a guy who will test you, who will study you, and he'll knock you out. That's what he does best.
I'm sure the fans would love to see more Oscar Collazo as well. And this fight taking place in Cancun, Mexico, what is the importance of having great cards in international waters?
Yeah, no, we want to take our fights international, especially to Mexico, especially going to South America, going overseas. We want to become a global leader, a global sponsor, and we create champions. That's exactly what we do. Golden Boy has been around for 20 plus years, and we're not going anywhere. We feel that we're the best at what we do. We just signed 8 new fighters. We're getting into the heavyweight division. We just saw Pacheco. Yes, he had a little difficulty with a smaller guy, but he was the very first guy to knock out his opponent. So we feel that we have the best next champions in our stable, the present, the future, and the now. So I really feel that by cultivating these new champions, we're going to see boxing thrive and grow internationally.
And speaking of the now, history is about to be made in New York in Times Square, a major card. You got amazing fights lined up. What excites you most, and which ones are you most excited about, with, of course, Ryan making his comeback and Barbosa and Tio?
I'm excited for Ryan Garcia to come back. I think Ryan Garcia is great for the sport. Boxing needs Ryan Garcia. That's the bottom line. Without Ryan Garcia, it's like boxing is a little, except for my clapback Thursdays. But I think every fight is terrific. Barbosa's finally getting his shot. He's getting his shot against Teofimo. That's a pick'em fight. But obviously, I got Barbosa, my guy. And then you have obviously Ryan Garcia, going up against Rollies, who is a one-punch, phenom. He can knock you out with either hand. But look, Rollies knows how to promote himself. He knows how to get himself into the big fights. Even though he gets knocked out, he knows how to get himself into these big fights. So kudos to him. But I feel strongly that Ryan Garcia will get that knockout. And then what can we say? What can we say about the third fight? I mean, it's going to be an amazing fight. Look, I think that Ramirez will go out there and knock out the glass jaw of Devin Haney. That's exactly the way it's going to happen. Ramirez is a guy who stays in the gym, he stays ready, he's focused, no nonsense. So he's going to come after Devin Haney. This is his opportunity. And I think that, look, speaking as a fighter, Devin Haney, after getting knocked out from Ryan Garcia, that chin is not going to be the same. That confidence, the heart is not going to be the same. So let's look for a tremendous 2nd of Mayo. New York, Times Square, free to the public. It's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. The future is bright for Golden Boy and boxing the rest of the year. Oscar, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oscar De La Hoya letting it be known what's happening May 2nd, but tonight, right now, it's time for the main event.
Manny, Flores. From La Paz, Mexico, Jorge Leyva.
Golden Boy Fight Night back in the Coachella Valley. It's time for a 10-round contest between between Gucci, Manny Flores, and Zurdo Leyva in the bantamweight division. Manny Flores looked like a different fighter since his 2023 defeat to Walter Santibanez. The Coachella native has knocked out 4 straight opponents, each win more impressive than the last. Now, Flores looks to make it 5 straight against a man from Baja California who is tough, rugged, and looking for a big opportunity, making his U.S. debut. Leyva hopes to hand Flores his 2nd career defeat, while in the process improving his chances of bigger and better opportunities. Look at the tail of the tape for our main event. Flores and Leyva, the same size, but it's Flores with a reach advantage. 26-year-old Manny Flores got right at the 118 mark. Had to lose the .2. Said, no problem, I'll get there. That he's locked in, ready to go for our main event here. Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California. Joe Martinez, our ring announcer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go with our featured bout this evening. 10 rounds in the super bantamweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, from La Paz, Mexico, here is Jorge Leyva.
All right, ready to make his pro debut in the U.S. Jorge Leyva. He's been fighting all over Mexico, a lot of it in La Paz, Baja California. The 23-year-old, a couple fights ago, was in Argentina. Jorge Maron over his shoulder, and Maron always brings tough fighters to Golden Boy. They might be the B-side, but these dudes are tough and they're tested. So when you see Maron or Paco Presents in the corner, like, uh-oh, these dudes are tough. Leyva very confident. You asked him, like, what's your style? He's like, I get in the middle and I just throw punches.
Whatever it takes to win.
And we love that here at Golden Boy Fight Night.
And now set to make his way to the ring in this, his 21st professional fight, hailing from and representing Coachella, California, here is Manny Flores.
All right. Last time we saw Manny Flores, he had a first-round knockout against Victor Olivo, another fighter who was making his U.S. debut, who was very confident. We learned the hard way that Manny Flores is locked in. Locked in is Manny Flores, 19-1, 15 stoppages. That's a beautiful poster. Thirsty Agency and the Golden Boy social media department putting up great graphics. Looks like a dude is locked in, Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, man. Nice performance, too, coming in.
Yeah. Last couple fights, it was like, oh, everybody got the handshake, everybody got the nine. Now it's like, oh, uh-huh.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on DAZN from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino here in Indio, California. This is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing this schedule in the super bantamweight division. It is brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions in association with World of Boxing and Paco Presents. Sponsored by Bet Online. All fight odds tonight brought to you by Bet Online. Who makes hard? Sip the unexpected. Arizona Hard. Taste matters. And Riyadh Season. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, the executive officer Andy Foster, and the chairman is Pete Villegas. The 3 judges scoring at ringside on the 10-point must system are Don DeVergis, Hall of Famer Jack Reese, and Fernando Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge from Bassett, California, Ray Corona. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready. Come on, Indio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and gray trunks. He weighed in officially 117 1/4 pounds. In 21 professional fights, his record stands at 18 victories, just 3 defeats, 13 big wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando el hijo de La Paz, Mexico, es Jorge. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks trimmed in yellow. He weighed in officially 118 pounds even. In 20 professional fights, his record stands at 19 victories, just 1 defeat, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He is a fighting son and pride of Coachella, California. Here is Gucci Manny.
Mouthpiece. Look, this is still good right here. Nothing below that. Aquí está bien, todo bien. Want to touch gloves? Do it now. God bless.
Ray Corona, the 3rd man in the ring for our main event as we get ready to go. Golden Boy Fight Night. Final instructions from Toño Diaz. A hug for Gucci Manny Flores. Got that tail going. Jorge Leyva, the Zurdo from Baja California Sur, as we're ready to go. 2 southpaws. They're taking it on here in our main event. They meet in the middle of the ring, scheduled for 10 rounds. 19-1, Manny Flores. 4 straight stoppages, and he did not knock him down. Ray Corona jumped on and said it was a push down.
Manny's starting aggressive with that double left hook right there.
Yep. His last fight was a 1st round stoppage.
Sorry, that double right hook.
He only needed 110 seconds in his last fight to Manny Flores, and he's coming out, Gabe, like a bad cliche, like he's double parked. Coming out aggressive is Manny Flores. His nickname Gucci, Gucci Man, one of his favorite rappers. His cousin Grant got a 2nd round KO.
And that's a nice counter that Flores is trying to set up. His jab and then see if Leyva bites for it and then counters.
Leyva making his U.S. debut. 2 fights ago, he fought in Argentina. Said, everybody was against me. I didn't care. Lost that fight, but they gained a world of experience, leaving the comforts of La Paz, Baja California. Very confident, quiet confidence that he had. When he lands a shot upstairs, does Leyva. Yes, sir. You hear the shot from Manny Flores. He's sitting down on his punches, and he moves Leyva back upstairs.
Nice right hook by Manny.
But Leyva's been landing the right hooks, and you see some redness on the left side of Flores' face. A minute to go in the opening round. Southpaw against southpaw. Back and forth.
Manny's just kind of pecking away with that jab, upstairs, downstairs, waiting for an opening, creating an opening with that up jab. Nice uppercut right there by Manny. Nice combination.
Wow, good work from Flores 30 seconds ago in the opening round. In control is Manny Flores. With that hook?
Yeah, that counter hook is automatic right now.
We didn't see that a couple fights ago.
Yeah, you know, he's nice and poised, just relaxed, not forcing the issue, just in a nice rhythm right now.
Southpaws with a good opening round here at Golden Boy Fight Night. All right, done with the first round. Let's see the keys to victory for Leyva. Here the key, Arizona hard keys to victory for Leyva.
Yeah, Leyva just makes it a slugfest. Fighting the inside to take away Manny's range and jab, because Manny's jab is nice and he can set you up with it. You want to take that away.
So that's what Leyva's keys to victory. And here the Arizona hard keys to victory for Manny Flores. Gage.
Yep, for him is keep the fight on the outside, up and down with the jab, punch to the body, slow Leyva's down.
Yeah, up and down with the jab. We saw that a lot in the opening round.
Take your time, baby. Come on. Don't go crazy.
Manny Flores turned pro at the age of 18. 8 of his last 10 fights have been here in India. Also had a fight in Georgia, Mexico. As he said, I'm ready to graduate from the Coachella Valley. Love the Valley, but doing enough here. Ready to move on to bigger venues, as they should. That's the part about a development series.
Work, guys, work.
But it's one thing to win, it's how you win, Gabe.
For sure, you know, and Leyva's came out pretty aggressive in this first round, letting some combinations go, but Manny lands a nice right uppercut. And you know, the thing with Manny right now is, since he's not, you know, he's not forcing the issue, and when I say that is, he's not being overly aggressive. He's allowing the shots to come to him.
And that's the development of a young fighter, right?
For sure, yep.
Like it slows down.
Yep.
Flores, sparring partner for Merjan Akhmadaliev, MJ. So he did great work in that Diaz training camp. So you can't go back there on a Monday after a fight and be celebrating because there's a champ, there's a champ, there's a champ. And you're there as a sparring partner. You gotta earn your way in there. Was that jab you were talking about, Gabe?
Yep. See, that's what I like as well, is that, you know, in between spots like this, is keep the jab busy. Whether you're landing it as a stiff jab or you're just putting it out there.
Upstairs is Flores.
Leyva intended a straight left, but Manny saw it coming and kind of rode that shot off.
Leyva, last time he was in the ring was 264 days ago. He got a victory over David Carmona, June of 2024. Before that was that fight in Argentina almost a year ago. That was a split decision loss against the Dominican, who's based in Argentina.
Some nice pecking shots right here by Flores. Look at that, finishing with a jab. Nice, strong shots.
Well, Leyva is getting in there. You see some swelling on the left side of Flores, right near the eye. Leyva's throwing that jab at him. Body shot from Leyva, but Flores had counters.
I think those that redness that you see on Flores is more from his own gloves grinding, you know, when he's catching the punches, because, you know, Leyva's is really not landing flush. Nice straight hooks right there. No man landed, but dangerous combo.
number 2 here in India. In Leyva's corner, letting him know. That's Christian Amador in the corner of Leyva. The Nightmare is back. KSI resumes his rivalry with Dylan Dennis at X Series 21. Controversial loss to Tommy Fury in Manchester end of 2023. KSI looking to get back on the winning side. Live on DAZN March 29th at AO Arena in Manchester.
¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo sientes tus piernas? Entonces, venga, Zurdo, ya se nos fueron 2, nos quedan 8. ¿Cuánto más va a esperar?
You gave away 2. There's 8 more to go. How long are you going to wait? As Christian Amador, who's training Leyva for the first time as professional. They've known each other since since Leyva was a kid, an amateur, but this is the first time he's trained with them. He said, I learned to listen to my corner. I wasn't doing it with my other team. Felt I needed a change, and Amador holding him accountable. Leyva had a good 6 weeks of camp. Said, I saw what Flores all about. I need to keep my distance in order to win. And he's not doing that. He's getting countered and hit hard by Manny Flores. Power punches through 2. Brought to you by CompuBox. Good body shot by Flores, followed by an uppercut.
Nice uppercut, straight left right there by Flores.
Good combos. I mean, Leyva said, I need to keep my distance. Gabe, he's not listening to his own advice. Head snapping back from Leyva as he's against the ropes.
And I like how Manny is applying the pressure now. You know, he did his work in the first few rounds. Now he's just pressing the action.
Doubling that jab. You said he was pestering him with it, huh?
Yeah. Keeping it busy. Nice.
Good left hook from Flores.
See, Beto, that peck and jab is what sets up that big left hand. Wow.
Good combinations upstairs from Gucci Manny Flores.
You know,
Strong round.
Yeah, Manny's being a technician right now, you know, picking his shots, going to the body, uppercut, straight left. Beautiful combinations, and then he's keeping that jab busy. Nice jab.
Minute to go in the third. Manny Flores looking strong. Leyva looking like he's being broken down.
Yep.
Blood from the mouth of Leyva. Wobbly legs from Leyva. There he goes. He counters with a 1-2. Just enough. But Flores coming back upstairs. Body shot from Manny Flores. Attacking and goes down Leyva.
5, 6, 7.
Leyva gets up right around 6. Keep your hands up, Ray Corona's telling him.
Yeah, but he's on wobbly legs, and Manny's coming and going for the kill right now.
10 seconds to go. Strong round for Manny Flores in the main event. Golden Boy Fight Night. He said, I want to force Golden Boy to level me up. He's looking good through 3.
Breathe, man, breathe. Hey, he's desperate now. Yeah, come on, swing like crazy. He's dangerous because he's desperate. Hey, work your combinations and move your head. Work your combinations and move your freaking head. Do not stand in front of him.
Yeah, right here, you see Manny closing the distance. Nice check hook, and he goes with that straight left, doubling it up. Leyva goes down.
Look at the other side. Another look.
Yep. That straight left. Hard shot. And, you know, he was just pecking away in this round, breaking Leyva's down.
In our fighter meetings, Manny Flores said, I need to use my distance to break him down. Done with 3, Gabe. It looks like he started to do that. He also said he was expecting some rounds. Main event scheduled for 10.
You know, Manny's a completely different fighter.
Yes, he is.
You know, he's locked in, he's focused. Using his ring IQ right there, just...
Watch your heads, guys, watch your head. Huh?
You know, it's sweet science.
You mentioned he trains with the Uzbeks in Joel Diaz's corner, and one thing that the Uzbeks tell him is that you need to be smart and you need to look professional. Let's hear what Joel Diaz has to say in the corner.
To him before this round.
The message before this round was, you know, he's already hurt. Just
there he goes down for the second time.
And pick his shots.
Leyva
Pick his shots.
gets attacked by Flores, and it is over. A 4th round stoppage.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
He
Flores,
the right
he got
punch.
him going. As Manny Flores gets the victory tonight here on Golden Boy Fight Night. The main event. Manny Flores said, I need to level up. I need to show Oscar what I'm all about. Gabe Rosado, that's 5 straight stoppages.
For sure, man, and it was just a stunning performance by Manny, breaking his guy down, picking the right shots, being elusive. Defense was on point. He looked phenomenal.
55 seconds of round 4. The fighter told Ray Corona that he didn't want to continue.
Yep, as Ray Corona was counting, Leyva's kind of looked at him and nodded his head like, I'm done.
Impressive. And there you see Oscar De La Hoya excited about his 118-pounder. That is the first time that Jorge Leyva has been stopped in his career.
Yeah, you know, and it was a vicious body shot. You know, he was getting hit with big straight lefts up top, and then Manny switched it up and threw the straight left to the body, hit him right in the solar plex, and Leyva's went down, and it was a wrap.
Now, I don't think he recovered from the 3rd round when he went down.
No, he was taking a beating.
Not much excitement for Manny Flores. In the past, he would have been up and down, jumping everywhere, but now we took care of business, Gabe.
Yep.
Love the attitude. I know you love those attitudes from him. All right, let's look at the replays from that knockdown that ended the fight.
Yeah, it was right here. He was just kind of keeping his distance, and he jabs, setting him up. Leyva's don't know really what's coming, and right there catches him. That straight left, dead in the liver. As Leyva was throwing a shot, so he didn't see it coming.
Oh, wow. He went straight down, Gabe. That's a vicious shot right there. Hey, Leyva.
And that's a shot that the Uzbek fighters like to throw.
Yeah.
So you can see where Manny's picking up some tricks.
So Manny Flores, victory number 20 of his career. Joe Martinez ready to make it official.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 55 seconds. Round number 4. Referee Ray Corona puts a halt to the fight for your winner by way of knockout, Gucci Manny Flores.
A 4th round stoppage for Manny Flores. The 5th time in his career, he ends it in the 4th. Hey, even the ring girls get a handshake from Manny Flores. Victory number 20. Now they got to get the team picture. There you see the Diaz brothers, Joel and Antonio. Benjamin Goodfellow, who does strength and conditioning. Ruslan Abdullayev wearing the Lakers jersey, just made his pro debut. Beck, MJ, Caden Griffiths. Look at the leak who in their head. Even Grant Flores, the cousins, got to get in there. That is the Diaz brothers training camp. Everybody there. You see the camaraderie and it's building up. Let's look at the highlights from this one. We got off to a good start because these two were trading immediately.
Yeah, for sure. You know, but Manny was the technician in the fight, picking the right shots, throwing nice combos, keeping the jab busy, nice range, keeping it from the outside, always finishing with a jab on the combos. And Leyva just didn't see the shots coming. Double left hand right there is what put him down.
Gabe, when you get hit upstairs, most fighters could take that, but a body shot like that, that's vicious.
Yeah, the body, you know, he already broke him down up top. And, you know, it was a shot to the liver that he didn't see coming, and those hurt. You can't recover from those.
And Leyva, I don't think he recovered when he got dropped in the 3rd round. Gets to the 4th. There's that hero shot. Great job by our camera operators getting that beautiful hero shot. Let's hear from Brandy Flores and tonight's winner.
Manny, another knockout, your 5th straight. You said you wanted rounds. You got a couple more, stopping him in the 4th. Tell me what led you to that final knockout punch?
What led to me that I just kept setting him up. I know he's he likes to, when he gets hit, he likes to punch back, you know, like he gets frustrated and stuff. So I know he gets frustrated in there. I've seen his past tapes. I've seen when he gets caught one time, he gets frustrated, he wants to come in and get it back, you know what I mean? So we're prepared for that.
You said you wanted to showcase more of your skills tonight, but when you smelled blood, how hard was it to just not go after it immediately after the first knockdown?
It's hard to go after it. I mean, it's hard to like calm down after it because you're so pumped, you know, the adrenaline's pumping and stuff. But I mean, we got it done. We got him out of there. We got a clean knockout punch to the body. We got it done.
Still very early on in your career, you really wanted to make another statement tonight. From this fight, what do you hope people took away?
Oh, I hope people they notice that you know I'm a jack of all trades. I could box, I could go forward, I could bully somebody if I want to, or I could box them around, make them look dumb.
I know you love fighting here in front of your hometown, but you're trying to make it contend for a world title. Might be a long road. What makes you believe that you're ready for that opportunity?
I mean, my coaches, they keep me on point. You know, they tell me. I mean, I spar with the best in the world. I got sparring with Murojo Nurmagomedov. I got Otabek. I mean, those guys are really the Uzbek power. When they say they're Uzbek power, they got Uzbek power.
Manny, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Brandy.
Back to you guys.
Good job, Brandy, all night. With the winners is Manny Flores. Victory number 20 for the Coachella Valley fighter. Impressive the way that he took care of a business. 5 fights in a row that he's ended with a KO. That's how you send a message, Gabriel Rosado.
Oh, for sure. Definitely, man. 5 knockouts in a row. Very impressive.
Again, he lost in 2023, lost his undefeated record, but who cares about that? It's how you bounce back and how you put on a show, and he's been doing that. That's what Golden Boy Fight Night's all about, the development of young fighters and to see what you're made of. I think Manny Flores is showing us that this dude can be a force at 118 pounds. And there you see him. Got to sign the autographs for the people in the crowd. This might be the last time they see him here in the Coachella Valley, because this dude is leveling up, and that's what it's all about for him. And he's been fun to watch too the last 5 fights.
No, for sure. You know, and like I said, I think that the loss was a blessing in disguise, because you see a whole different Manny Flores right now. A lot more focused, a lot more discipline.
Power punches, 158 power punches thrown by Manny Flores, and they were so effective, straight to the point, landing with ferocity.
Yes, for sure. Accurate shots. Not wasting any punches, making his punches count.
All right, this is what we love here. Knockouts. Johnny Cañas with the distance with the tough Jesus Pettis, and after that, Fed Pacheco, stoppage. Ruslan Abdullayev, Golden Boy and professional debut, stoppage. Grant Flores, stoppage. Manny Flores, stoppage. Golden Boy Fight Night getting you out early tonight, baby. As the fighters say, we don't get paid for overtime. Oh, man, so that's exactly what you want to see back here at ringside. Built the brand, Gabe Rosado. Gabe, we bring you the fights and then the knockouts. Again, we always say it all the time here on Golden Boy Fight Night. It's not if you win, it's how you win. And tonight, we had some impressive KOs.
No, for sure, man. Great fights.
Including our moment of the night. We can find so many different knockouts, but our moment of the night, I think it's got to be Grant Flores.
Yeah.
Because the way that 20-year-old came in and was vicious, straight to the point. And this is brought to you by Humex. Grant Flores knockout of Laquan Evans, 118 of round number 2, Gabe.
Oh, for sure. I agree, man. That was fight of the night right there. He didn't play with his food. He went straight for the kill.
Vicious 20-year-old Grant Flores taking care of business. Love that. Not playing with your food. And those are some big-time heavy shots. Great job by our camera crew tonight. Great job by everybody working behind the scenes, bringing you this beautiful fight card here on Golden Boy Fight Night. And it's all about the Manny Flores. All right, he's a 118-pounder. 5 knockouts in a row. He's starting to climb. He's not in the big rankings, but now you definitely got to open up your eyes if you're somebody on the rankings committee.
Oh, absolutely, man. I think he earned his spot to get on a bigger card against a tougher opponent and just take it to that next level, man. He definitely is improving. Much, much better fighter.
Yeah, this is now where you step him up. I mean, I'm not a matchmaker, but I'm pretty sure Razo and Eric Gomez and Oscar De La Hoya say, okay, we got to find a former champion or we got to find a former contender, somebody there to see what we got, because he's got a great team on his side. He's learning and leveling up, and he continues to impress. Manny Flores here on Golden Boy Fight Night. Fun night, though, Gabe.
No doubt.
This was
for
fun.
sure, for sure. Quick, too.
Quick, right? This is what you want to have right here, right? Not like you got a plane to catch or anything like that.
No, man.
Nah, you're good, you're good. So you've been busy doing fights all over the world, but when you come to the development shows, when you have the Golden Boy Fight Nights, this is fun to see, because you're like, okay, see these guys on Thursday, but what are we going to see on a Saturday? I think Grant Flores is the one where we really got to keep an eye on that young man.
For sure, for sure. Grant Flores, man, he's a killer. 20 years old, shows so much maturity. Like I said, he reminds me of Fernando Vargas.
Yeah.
Senior.
Yeah. What about Ruslan Abdullayev?
Oh, yeah, Ruslan. Dude is
a dude.
Next level.
That's why he was an Olympian, and he's representing Uzbekistan. Golden Boy Promotions. Make sure you follow the Golden Boy social media account. Great job by Jessica Rosales, Jay Murcia, and Christina Ramirez, showing you everything that they have behind the scenes, and also letting you know what's going on and the schedule, because Golden Boy signed 4 new fighters tonight. They've signed 8 recently, and you'll see their profiles. A great night of boxing in Indio, California. Great job, everybody in the truck, directors, producers extraordinaire, everybody working behind the scenes. Couldn't do it without you. We love you, we need you, and you make it all so easy. And that's gonna be a wrap from Coachella, California. For my partner, Gabe Rosado and Brandy Flores, and the rest of the crew at Golden Boy Fight Night, I'm Beth Duran saying good night.